Alright, well, recap time. Previously, you guys fought the devil posing as Watchmaster Marco. You guys chased him through town with him hot pursuit after you, from his house. Had that epic chase scene where he ran into a cow. And,
Hell yeah.
You guys led him out of town to the north end of, Felderwin, and, where Pyra, Ira, and Robin were waiting. During the fight, nobody really took a huge amount of damage. You guys kind of ganged up on him. Did quite a chunk of change on him. And during kind of a desperate point for him, he mind-controlled Iris, and she kind of went a little crazy and attacked Muggs. But eventually that stupor was broken, and she kind of freaked out a little bit and ran the fuck back, to have a little bit of a chill time to herself. And during that time, dear Ira, summoned a planar ally, which turned out to be this Drake there. And she seems quite interesting. You haven't really had a moment to talk to her, but she asked for something in return for her services, since that is the deal for the spell. And you might learn the details to that later, but she basically laid waste to the rest of that Roxasha, who was, invisible at the time. Just tore him straight open, and before he turned into black goo on the ground, you saw him torn open asunder. He looked pretty pissed. And after that...
And we're never going to see him again. Ever.
Ever.
And after that, there was just... On the distance a little bit, you can see that there is Crown's Guard and... God damn, what are they called?
Righteous Brand?
Thank you, Righteous Brand, are coming to investigate the noise and all of the bright lights now that this Drake is giving off at about, 8 to 9 o'clock at night.
Is the Rakshasa's body still there but decomposing?
It is basically turning into black goo as we speak.
Okay,
it is bubbling
so
and boiling into the ground.
Unfortunate.
You think you have maybe a couple minutes or less before the guards come here, but,
Can I try and scoop up some goo into a vial or something?
Sure, you can scoop up the devil goo.
Yeah, I'll scoop some devil goo into, a old potion vial.
But that Stardrake kind of shifts her head around this time, now that this quarry has been killed. And she looks at all of you, and you have a hard time actually getting close to her, Pyra, because she is currently by the goo. What is her stuff? Are you actively looking away from her?
Yes.
Okay, then you are fine. But she just kind of glances over at you guys, and she just gives a dragony grin that maybe you guys aren't quite seeing because you can't quite look at her. And she kind of turns to Ira. God, Iris. Ugh. The eyes. And says, "Now, I think we should discuss our terms. Yes?"
Okay. What do you want?
I don't want anything too much. I've been traveling the stars for quite a while, but I seek an easier way here. I think that's something you can find for me.
I cast detect thoughts on Ira.
Detect thoughts?
Ira.
Is that a touch spell?
Nope.
Nope.
Is there a save involved?
Not unless she wants deeper thoughts, because it gets all the surface level thoughts. But if she wants deeper thoughts, then it's save.
So surface level thoughts.
surface level thoughts are,
Just let me
is it like
look at
word thoughts or like just like emotions and stuff?
Just wants to know what if
what is most on its mind. Okay. What you get from her is flashes of blood, and you hear screaming, and you feel flesh tearing under your hands, and then you feel flashes of other things, regret, you feel anger, sadness.
No,
it's almost painful to feel.
What?
Ira, not Iris.
Oh god, okay, I thought you were talking about Iris. Fucking hell.
That never happened. None of us
Never
heard
mind.
shit.
You don't get that. Retcon it out.
I'm so sorry, Iris.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
God, I wasn't paying attention for a second because I was looking at something and I missed it.
You'll have to go back and listen.
So sorry.
It's all good. You said it correctly. I am a dum-dum.
Being a snoop.
Anyway. Essentially, I feel like Ira's surface thoughts and emotions can be summed up with, well, fuck, alright.
All the good use of the spell.
It's, well, fuck, alright. There is some slight, like, wariness and, like, she's like getting ready in case of something, TM.
You feel, as you're kind of like tensing, you feel not necessarily that she moves, but you feel the tremor in the ground as she turns to face you. And she gives like a deep, throaty chuckle, just Don't worry, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm actually a protector of sorts of the mortal plane. I've just been lost in the multiverse for a while. See, my brothers and sisters used to live here for quite a while, and unfortunately they aren't anymore. But if you can find a way for me to get here, I think it will be better for it. And I can learn so much more about what this universe has come to.
Into having a time with your girls.
She just she kind of tilts her head at that, not quite understanding.
It will show you.
What do you need me to get?
Need for you to get. There's not really a...
Can we know your name? It would be easier to get you here if we knew your name.
She turns her head to you next, Pyra. And the intensity of her gaze is actually quite imposing. Like, you could feel the heat of her eyes on you, almost. And she just gives, like, a slight shrug, and she says, I am Astaros.
Can you type that?
Yes. Shoot, I don't have Discord open on this one. So I'm using my other computer, too, to look at my notes.
Uh-huh.
Alright. There we go.
Pyra getting true names right and left.
You didn't get all her name, but that's alright.
Her name's Astaros? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Because we need at least stop spelling. Okay. Thank you. That'll make it a lot easier. Worst case comes to worst, we could always get you here with a very powerful spell.
I'd like to see that. I mean, I used to have the ways to get here, but unfortunately, that planar spell that you have done, and she kind of tilts her head again to Ira, worked in my favor. It's been eons since I've actually met somebody able to help. And I think this is my cue to leave. And you notice that as she does so, she tilts her head again backwards, and there is a swarm of Crown's Guard and Righteous Brand soldiers that are hastily kind of outfitted with weapons and seem quite shambled together at this point, for some reason. And it's been, let's say, yeah. And Ira, you cast a spell. There is a component to it, and each minute takes 100 gold. It has been 5 minutes. You do not have enough gold to sustain this spell.
Do I still need the components if I cast it from the necklace?
I believe so. Because it's in the spell directly, it says that every minute that is in a duration, it takes 100 gold.
Well, it can also ask for another service or favor. And I think the other service or favor could be, the...
That was her condition to help.
Okay.
And with that, she just kind of disappears, and it's very strange because it goes from a brightened area to suddenly nothing at all, like a void had just taken her. And the dragon is gone.
Don't trust that.
It's not
I am
very
out
sexy.
500 gold.
R.I.P. your gold.
From a distance, vibe check on Iris? ?
Sure, you can make an insight check.
I
Check her vibes.
just
would also like to check her vibes.
Go for it.
I would
Fuck
just,
my
Oh
God.
shit, I forgot my dice. Hold on. Damn it.
I
I'm an
was
idiot.
loaded with that.
1 second, I gotta get my
There
dice.
was the spider on my laptop, and I just threw it
good.
across the
Here. Excellent.
What even is my insight?
I knew there was a
Am
reason.
I any good at it with this character? I am.
Okay. 14.
Alright,
19.
That's
Damn.
pretty good. Let's see. Let's roll dice Iris, because she's in no place to. She rolled pretty good. I mean, okay, what were the numbers again?
14.
19.
Okay, yeah, she rolled a 14, you can still tell. She's doing her best to hide it at this point, but she is, hands on her knees, kind of bent forward while standing, and, like, trying to breathe. She has straightened herself up at this point, and is trying to get over whatever has happened to her in her mind. But she does not look okay.
How far are the Crown's Guard and Righteous Brand from us, and are they, like, bolting towards us? Like, are they...
They have their weapons drawn, and they are about, let's say 50 feet from you. They're not far.
It's not sexy at all.
No.
Alright, Muggs is gonna go towards the, law enforcement.
Sure.
Yeah, Pyro will back her up.
Alright.
Yeah.
As you approach, there is... My notes again. I need these words.
And sort of as she starts walking over, she's gonna kind of gesture at Mare, like, go deal with the Iris problem. I'll deal with this problem.
She makes the, like, people? Like, that face? That face, you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm,
I'm gonna pretend you do.
Totally.
Okay, Mare walks away from the law enforcement. What a surprise.
Good.
But yeah, as you're walking towards the law enforcement, there is a sort of familiar face. You recognize it as the lawmaster. She is the human female. She's kind of middle-aged with sandy blonde hair, and has
Not good.
few scars on her jaw and such, but she is decked out in plate mail, and she has herself on a short sword. And as she approaches, she greets you guys at the same time and says, "You caused quite a disturbance. What happened here?"
Yeah, sorry, I needed to get your attention. We were taking care of a Rakshasa problem, and she'll point over into the puddle if it's there still.
Yeah, we were doing this job for the Starosta of dealing with aforementioned Rakshasa, and sorry that it happened to happen in the evening. We just wanted to make sure that the fewest number of people were in the way.
She raises a scarred eyebrow and crosses her arms, and she looks back at her men and women, and she just shakes her head and says, "You'll have to come with us."
Yep, that's fair.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
sure.
perfectly happy to explain everything. The Starosta, this is all done with his sanction.
We heard
but I understand you have a
complaints
procedure.
that our watchmaster was being run out of town.
Your watchmaster was
Yeah.
chasing us out of town, actually, which was very alarming because the man had teeth, like bigger teeth than a standard human might have, as in like tiger teeth, We were being chased under threat of murder out of town.
As you are talking, the guards are surrounding and basically shepherding the rest of you out.
That's big valid of them.
No, that is not valid. This woman was. That is not valid. This woman was in cahoots with that Rakshasa. I'm not pleased with this.
Ira's just like inching very close to Robin.
Just
As we
saying.
see them come up, I'm just gonna drop my thieves' tools, like, hidden somewhere into my person, like on my shirt or whatever, just so,
Not so visible, doesn't
They're
make you
hidden.
look so much of a criminal.
more along the lines of, if this goes poorly, theoretically we can get out without
Alright.
murder.
Roll a sleight of hand check to see how well you hide them.
Okay, that's plus 11.
I still
that's
have
hot.
I still have one of my portent left, so you're fine.
Okay, that's cocked, but that was a 20.
Yeah.
That sucks. Okay, 21.
Alright, yeah, you're pretty confident. You might have done this a few times in your life, possibly. You're pretty confident they will not find it where you have hidden it. And you are kind of grasped by the arm by a armored guard. Iris has done the same. She doesn't really protest that much, but she does kind of like look away. She still seems kind of out of it. She since you were coming close to her, Mare, she kind of like looks up at you and then looks quickly away. But yeah, that is the extent of that. You were all basically shepherded back to the city central, the city hall, and to the guard station, but in a different place that you would usually go at the front. You were actually brought to the jailing end of this place, actually.
Makes sense.
They bring you to a kind of stockade of sorts. You were placed in jail cells. They remove a few of the vagrant souls that are actually in there. There's like 2 people. This is a very small jail. There is about 6 stalls. They put basically everybody else in those, and they put about 2 of you in each that are left.
And they did not take anything from us, correct?
Ira is looking
they have
increasingly
taken-
uncomfortable the closer we get to a jail.
They are taking the magical weapons that you had gotten from,
Yeah.
and you are being searched, I suppose. They wouldn't
Which
just
we
leave you.
received from the Starosta, who gave us leave to do the thing that we did. Just
Hold on.
laying it out there.
Has anybody gone to Watchmaster Fuckface's house yet? Just poke upstairs a little bit. It's fun.
Yeah, you
You have a warrant, but that is all you have.
Right, but we were told to do this thing.
Yeah, but the Watchmaster, or the Starosta is not there yet.
The Starosta should hurry his ass up. We just fixed his problem.
So many more.
Calm down.
So,
Dylan's gonna just hold Iris very tightly.
so I would like to say, as soon as somebody starts trying to touch her that she doesn't know, she's got a wild shape.
Oh!
When you're so anxious, you turn into a fucking cat or something.
What do you wild shape into, Ira?
She is going to wild shape into a wolf.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay. During your wait, as somebody goes to grab you, you turn into a wolf, and they start to kind of freak out. They draw their weapons.
I'm gonna try to reason with Ira, Ira, don't do that right now. It'll be fine.
Ira's just growling. Also, this is a wolf. The wolf also doesn't have eyes. And it's just again, very much looks like a cornered dog.
Robin is just fearlessly just sitting right near her. Ira is growling. Stop it. Oh. The person. It's alright.
Yeah, she's just gonna she's gonna stay in dog form, in wolf form, but it's just going to be essentially, what's the word I'm looking for?
Aggressive?
Defensive dog position.
Okay, yeah.
In defensive dog position, teeth bared and all that, but hiding behind Robin.
Okay. As long as you are following Robin, they aren't gonna do anything. They do keep their swords trained on you because you just turned into a fucking wolf. But you are basically put in the same cells, basically 2 in each. And you're in there for, it's about an hour. Nobody really talks to you. The Lawmaster is kind of discussing things with, it seems to be some other people of high note, but they are too far away from you to necessarily hear well, even in these jail cells. The people who were crammed in the other 2 cells are actually really loud, and they're like, "Who are these people? You almost let us out! Break us out! You can do it!" They are being rowdy and being rowdy.
I cast silence on them. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I have a passive perception of 23, and I have the observant feature.
Yeah.
You can read lips with observant, can't you? Or is that?
But she can't see.
I mean, I can't see. That's not the important part. The important part was the
that's
hearing.
true.
I mean, over the yelling people, it's really hard to hear, but you can make a perception check to see if you can in active listening. It is a higher DC.
Oh, nope. That's a 3 on the die.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a 11 total.
Oh no, that's not gonna do it. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was just too busy pacing back and forth in front of the fucking bars. It was getting, by the fucking minute, it's getting more and more,
Did these
upset.
guys take Muggs's mugs? This is an important question.
They leave you with the items that seem the most, useless.
So my mugs are fine?
Your mugs are fine.
I am drinking.
You are only being held for holding's sake. They don't know what to do yet.
I am drinking heavily.
I would also like to state the fact that since I wild shape, all of my stuff melted inside of me.
Yes, excellent.
It is terrifying.
Not werewolf rules. But what was I gonna say? It takes about an hour for this whole thing to be done. The the Lawmaster leaves after she's discussed something with another seemingly high-ranked person and comes back with the Starosta in tow, and actually somebody else as well. A young gentleman He's got like a darker kind of set of tone to his skin, but he's got a very obvious appearance to him. His hair is bright blue, or like a dark blue. He has 2 sets of horns on his head. He has a couple of dottings of scales along his cheeks. His eyes are a bright blue and a dark blue. He is obviously some sort of sorcerer of sorts. And he has like humanoid features, a humanoid man or so. I have a picture of him as well, sort of. It's just a bust, but it works. Should have had this prepared before. Alright. This should work.
After Muggs runs out of alcohol, she turns to just doing push-ups until people get there. Nice. Look at him.
He's a boy.
There's a steady, low growl coming from Ira.
Look at him.
I'm just gonna pick Ira and whisper at her.
Pyra is counting Muggs' push-ups for her.
It's a lot. It's a lot of push-ups.
Stress push-ups.
I know somebody who does that in real life.
500.
Her name is Patricia.
527. 528.
And at 529, the Starosta bursts in with this man and the Lawmaster. He looks very sweaty and like he had ran like a mile or so. And the man next to him looks equally as flustered. He is carrying. Did you guys have the? I think you gave him the notes, the ones that were
Yeah. I gave him the note.
Okay. They are actually in the hands of this sorcerer. And he is tailing behind him, and the Lawmaster gestures to the Starosta, and the Starosta just looks at you all and like does a head count and seems relieved that you're all alright. He says, good.
Wait.
It would have been all for naught if I wouldn't have gotten here. Luckily, our magician, and the guy next to him says, sorcerer, please. And he just shakes his head and he says, he came earlier than expected, and was able to translate the notes that you found. And I deemed that they are indeed what you said they are, disturbing. But it does seem to clear you of suspicions. Lawmaster, please. And the Lawmaster just shakes her head, and starts, she gestures to there was a couple of people that were actually watching your cells, that were just left there to make sure that nobody did anything different, and they start to unlock your cells.
I cast Fireball.
As soon as that door opens, Ira is running out.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Lawmaster was about to stop you, but the sorcerer guy, who seemed a little bit meek at first, actually grabs her wrist and like clenches down and shakes his head, and allows you to run out if you would so please.
She's like running out of the building, like she's fucking going.
Yeah. People scatter when you run by, like there's some dude carrying a bunch of armor that you just pile drive and he goes, I think he'll have nightmares about wolves for the rest of his life. But the rest of you, the Starosta just seems to be a little bit grateful, and he gestures to the, as you guys are being let out of your containment, he says, I'm so sorry for this. It was later, and unfortunate business. This, and he gestures to the, sorcerer. Oh my god, I wrote his name down.
Correct.
Where is it?
Jeff.
Seriously,
Clancy.
that Mayor's
You
gonna
know what?
whisper
His
to
name
Bugs.
is going to be Clancy. Fuck it.
Clancy.
A blue.
A blue.
God.
He's blue.
This is a serious game
This is
of
Clan-
low repute.
This is Clancy Lowfellow. He is a magician, and Clancy adds again, sorcerer, and he helps from time to time here in Allfield. He is one of my trusted advisors a bit. Thankfully, he was able to finish his stuff that he needed to do, and Clancy just nods. And at that point, he just gestures with the papers and lets go of the Lawmaster's wrist, and she seems to be fuming a little bit. And he just nods and says, "We have much to discuss. I'll leave you to discussing what you need to with these folk." And Starosta just nods. And the Lawmaster just kind of leaves in a bit of a huff with the sorcerer Clancy at her heels. And they just disappear and be out of the jails. The people are still clamoring in this place. So the Starosta basically gestures out of the jail cells and says,
Cool.
"This way, please. We can discuss payment, I suppose." You did.
Holy shit, I forgot
you
there was
did
a reward
finish this.
associated with this.
Yeah, I was to Mugs. Yeah, I was
Didn't.
about to ask if it was rude to bring it up, but
Yeah.
I didn't forget. I think
It is a bit
Can I-
insensitive to do so, however, you did us a great service. You did finish it, yes.
Oh, yeah, that guy's
Pyro.
super dead.
Pyro pull out
Puddle.
the vial of demon goo. The
I make a proposition. A zesty one.
Zesty proposition?
Think the reward money. I think we should give it to Linda.
Yeah, it should go to the repairs of the what's the fucking name of the inn? Something Broad. The
The Lazy Broad?
Lazy Broad. It should go to the repairs of the Lazy Broad.
He just kind of
It's the
raises...
sleepy broad.
Oh yeah, you're right. God damn it, I got them mixed up.
It's the
Fucking
sleepy
hell.
broad.
Oh, Lazy Broad,
Sounded right
Sleepy
to
Broad,
me.
they're all the same. I think I wrote
Look.
it different in another note too. Jesus. I told you,
I was gonna
scattered
call it the
DM.
Busty Broad.
It's a something
I
broad.
was
Maybe
going to-
maybe it'll rebrand as the Lazy Broad after this.
It's some kind of broad, that much we know.
Yep, it's broad. That's it. That's what the next one's gonna be, just broad.
She broad.
On account of the arson, the fact that it's been
Yeah.
destroyed, and his house to feed.
Well, that's quite nice of you all. It feels kind of wrong to do so, but it would be nice to help people in our town. We've been struggling for quite a while. This might get their moods up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I
Put the
will
money where it's needed.
see what I need to do to clear you. There is a lot of political mishmash that needs to happen now. And he is saying all of this as he's walking you out of the guard station. And he just shakes his head again, and says, "That was an interesting way to lead a predator out of the city, however. You drew much attention to the fact that..."
Yep, that was the point. We wanted people to know.
Yeah.
It didn't 100% work, did it?
That motherfucker is fast.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. Sorry. It was just very terrifying. I really thought I was going to die there, but...
Remember when he ran into the cow, though?
Oh my god, remember when he ran into the cow?
Cow.
That poor
Ran
fucking
into a cow.
Oh, excuse my language.
You are fine. I don't expect much from you, but
Thank
I'm
fuck.
surprised.
Wow.
Well, and he is kind of leading you guys, after you've left the guard station. He's about part way to City Hall, and he stops and he says, "There's really no need for you to go with me, but, just know that we're helpful, since you don't need payment, I suppose. If there's anything else I can do for you, we will be needing," and he gestures to all the items that you have. We will be needing at least the items. However, I think it is fair for you to keep the healing potions.
Bless you, sir.
Wow, thank you.
That's very generous of you.
Very generous.
It's the least I can do for your troubles, and it seems that... And he kind of just, looks at the state of Muggs at this point, because Muggs was pretty beat up.
Muggs is bloody as fuck.
Yeah! He glances at Muggs and a little bit at Iris, because she's kind of checked out. And he just shakes his head again. He says, "It looks like you might need them. But
I'm gonna sneak off to go find Ira.
sure."
Also, I hate
Just
to
gonna
ask,
sneak away.
also, I hate to ask, but she pulls out the scroll of protection. Can we also maybe hang on to this along, because it probably come in handy. You know, fighting demons, devils, celestials, elementals, or whatever else is really out there.
Summon the
Technically,
dragon.
that scroll is just specific to fiends.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, that's right. That's right. You rolled for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can make a persuasion check if you'd like.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my last portent for today, which is a 15, and then I'm going to see what my persuasion modifier is. +5, so 20.
You watch him contemplate for a moment, and then slowly he kind of strokes his chin in that little kind of... I think he had a little bit of a
She's
beard
waggling her
there.
eyebrow. It's like waggling her eyebrows to like persuade him. Like, come on.
Yeah, waggling your eyebrows is really the persuasive kick that you
I
need.
know, and she's saying, "Come on, you know, you wanna." And like, "Okay."
You feel guilty. We're donating money.
He rubs his chin a little bit and just sighs and says, "You know, I think that would be an adequate exchange. I'll make sure it's written down."
She pumps her fist and puts the scroll back away.
Again, very, very generous of you, sir, and we absolutely appreciate all that you've done for both us and the town in conjunction.
He just nods again. He says that, honestly, there's a lot I need to thank you for, but I don't know where to start. Perhaps without you I would have been deposed of.
Yeah, now maybe that the Rakshas is gone, things will start getting better around here.
Oh, I have a feeling the Lawmaster won't do well with this. She and Marco were close.
Then maybe she shouldn't be friends with Rakshasas.
That seems like a
Pyra.
red flag.
She shrugs.
I mean, it was months ago, but
Okay.
we'll have to see.
Well,
And she is a dependable woman and sensible, so I will do all I can to consider my, I suppose, central circle.
well, I wish you all the luck in the world for all of your future endeavors.
Right. For you too, I suppose. I will be needing those items back. That friend of yours that ran off as a strange animal, make sure she gives that back too.
We will get that back to you ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
You better or I'll hunt you down.
It's
But he
hilarious.
says that with it with like a straight face, and then he just bursts out laughing. And just like gives you like a hard pat on your shoulder, not mindful of your wounds, and then just will start walking his way again back to City
Probably got a
Hall.
little bit of blood on his hands from that, but it's fine. I'm actually hit point wise. I'm great. I drank some alcohol, so I'm, feeling swell.
You're better.
Um,
But yeah, you are left alone to wrangle an Ira. Wherever Ira has run off to.
Ira hunting
Right.
time.
Looking for. I already slipped off to go search for Ira. My assumption was that she was somewhere beautiful in buildings and more naturey.
That
Following
would be a correct assumption.
I'm following my Ira instincts.
There's not too many trees in the Merrill Valley, let alone Felderwin, or at least in Felderwin. I mean, there's lots of open plains of grass and stuff like that. Where would you like to hide, I guess? Or where are you thinking of going? I will move guys back to the normal map.
Haha. Big map.
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
map.
look at our little plans here.
Aw, we so cute.
And the birding lazy bar. God damn it.
God damn it! I forgot to launch the game. It's hilarious. I've been looking at the character builder for this entire time.
Oh my goodness.
That's valid.
Yeah.
It's good berry. Berries.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of your guys' pathway.
Essentially, she would go the fastest way away from people.
Yeah, that would have been probably since you were like, let's see. You're probably like about here when they were started dragging you off. You probably would have went, this way.
You'll just fucking bolted.
Yikes.
And, like, she probably would have like stopped as soon as she found like, I don't know, like if not a tree, then like an adequate enough, like
I think
enough
what you
a
would
place
have
that's with enough
found,
isolation.
what you would have found out there, I mean, you could have even went to like the upper corners over here where the crop fields are. You can hide there as well. It's probably an easier and more nearby space to hide.
Yeah. Probably then,
Yeah.
because she doesn't want to like leave Robin, but like
Yeah.
doesn't want to be here.
Yep.
That's probably.
Yeah, Robin can try and find her. You might want to make like let's make a perception check then, Robin, for searching. For Ira.
Alright. Can I use the fact that I know Ira pretty well to this thing?
You can. I will let you. Hold on. Are you
Just
actually
perfect,
actively
perfect.
trying to hide Ira?
I mean, she's trying to. If she's away from enough people, no. But if she's still relatively close to the town, she probably is at least isn't trying to make herself obvious.
Okay.
She's still in wolf form.
Okay. I mean, some people don't really like that because wolves and crops and livestock don't really mix. Let's say, yeah, I'll let you roll with advantage, Robin.
Yes.
I have the DC. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oof.
weren't great rolls, but
Not really.
Oh, honey.
So what is the total for your perception check?
I just go back to my character page so I can see
Sure.
what the description is, because just running my character builder this whole time, looking at spells.
Gotcha.
Eight plus 3, 11.
11? It honestly takes you quite a while to try and find Ira. You search. First of all, you go towards the Sunset Hall. You don't find her hiding by buildings or certain places like that. You try a little bit eastern, like to the Green Hall and stuff like that. You don't really see much there. You don't go too deep in there because you know she would avoid being in contact with people as much as possible. But then it takes you about, let's say, 2 or so hours to be able to find Ira. But you do
If it
find
takes
her
2
in
hours,
those
then
battlefields.
Yeah, if it takes 2 hours, then at the end of that, her ship only lasts like 3 hours.
Alright. Yeah, you are able to find her in the crop fields about north of the city.
Ira,
Hello.
good?
Can we leave?
Yes, but you have to return your ship. That's all you have to do. You've gotta. You can even give the ship to me, you don't have to go back.
Ira takes off the shit and gives it to Robin.
When, as the ship. Wanna wait here?
She just nods.
Be back. Don't have to go back. And don't be a wolf. Don't be a wolf again. You're in some crops, and that's not ideal.
I can't anymore. Not for today.
Okay, good. Be safe. Be chill. If you end up leaving the crops, maybe just head off, and I can meet you there if you end up leaving. Otherwise, I'll try and meet you back here.
Okay.
Safe. Be safe. Sure?
Okay.
Gonna be safe?
I can try.
I really had to be safe. Oh, best.
Okay.
I love how she's saying okay. She's like when you're on the phone with your mum.
I mean, pretty much how it goes.
Oh shit, what else? I have to say something else. You can keep the health potion.
Alright. I will. Where are the others?
The others, just they're back first roaster, I think. Probably gonna come looking for us.
Do you want to stay with them?
I like them, but I know that you don't really care for people.
I'm okay with it if we don't have to stay inside for a little while.
Deal. I need to let you know as well. The reward, we're not getting the reward. It's going to Linda.
Okay.
Fine with it?
I wasn't doing it for a reward.
You know. Talk about dragon later. I get back.
Okay.
Safe. Take off.
Sure. Where are you heading? Are you heading back to the hall?
Back to town to go find the other fleet.
While she was searching for Ira, because you said that took quite some time, I think as soon as the rest of the people had like a moment, Muggs would have gone to Iris and been like, "Hey, Iris, how you doing? I'm really sorry that I punched you, man."
She kind of jumps when you say, "Hey, Iris," and then like blinks at you a couple times and just says, "No, I'm glad you did. Actually, that was. I'm very sorry." And she does like an actual like at the hip bow, like extreme bow. There, it's pretty over the top.
Wow,
Honey.
that's formal. I don't mind at all. It's seriously okay. You are mind controlled. Plenty of people have stabbed me and not been mind controlled. So like you are literally so fine. I just, cool. You okay?
Do you want the truthful answer or a good lie?
I would love the truth, actually. Fuck lies at the moment. We just killed a Rakshasa.
I'm not doing so well. I feel like I'm gonna be sick, but it's fine.
Because of the mind control?
Yes.
Do you want to get drunk? That might help. I don't know if it'll help. That helps me. If you're already feeling sick, it might not help. Okay. Just...
God, I wish I could, but I think that would be a very, very bad idea at this point.
Alright, let's not do that.
She just,
then.
starts rubbing her forehead quite vigorously.
Okay, we won't get drunk. That's totally cool. But, we killed the thing. You're safe. And, we all fucking lived to tell the tale, so that's awesome.
I think as you're saying that, she kind of glances at the rest of who is here so far, and she's looking you all over, and she has, this extremely grateful expression on her face. And her bottom lip is trembling just a little bit.
Oh!
And she says, I really appreciate you helping me with this. I don't think it would have went well if I wouldn't have had help.
Oh, holy shit, no, he would have kicked your ass. Like, any one of us individually, absolutely. There would have been death happening, for sure.
I feel like I owe you all a great amount, and I really don't know what to do with that.
Well, let's head back to the inn and meet up with Robin and Ira there. We can chat some more there, I guess.
That sounds like a good idea.
Food.
And
Food's
you
always good.
should get healed up. She gestures to Muggs.
It's just residual. It's residual blood. I'm literally okay. This is all left over that was
a balm
outside.
in my room that we can use to heal you.
And I'm fine. I drank. I'm okay. I'm literally fine.
Is she lying?
No, actually, she is very, very good on hit points. She's just covered in all the blood that came out when she got stabbed.
Yeah, Pyra will prestidigitate the blood off of her.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, look, thanks, Pyra. See, now I look the part. I'm much better off than I actually look, surprisingly. Seriously, when I drink, I feel so much better. Drinking heals all wounds.
I feel like that's
not healthy.
It's a magical item. It's literally a magical item. It's a joke. I was making a joke about alcoholism, but it's fine.
Uh-huh.
So, lads, let's go. I'm hungry. I might not be beat to shit, but I am starving.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean,
And I guess we can head off in that direction. as you're making your way down the street, there's a lot of people that are actually looking at you because this whole spectacle woke up quite a few people.
God.
So there are lights on in porches, and they are whispering to each other. It seems to be a whole thing. Even with the high wisdom, it's kind of hard to tell what they're talking about, aside from, like, these strangers, what the heck are they doing? Like, that sort of thing.
Great, cool.
And when you guys are returning to, oh boy. Why do I keep forgetting the name of shit? My brain
Drooping
is...
Daisy?
My brain is Swiss cheese. Yes, the Drooping Daisy. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Valorous and his husband James are actually waiting at the front porch, for you guys.
Oh, hi. Holy shit.
Hi, wave.
Fuck.
What's up?
Nothing. Sorry. I just
No,
dropped a
it's-
thing.
Talking to Mare.
That was just like, as we walk up, a little awkward wave.
Okay.
Hi.
James kind of returns the wave, and Valorous just kind of, like, looks you guys over to make sure you're okay, and then asks, where are the other two? Are you alright?
Yeah, one of them turned into a wolf and ran off. I guess that's
Everybody's fine. It's just some people process a little differently, like as a wolf. It's
yeah,
cool.
Sometimes you turn into a wolf, and that's it.
It's just a coping mechanism, you know?
Interesting. And Iris kind of approaches as well, gives them a similar wave as Mayor did, and he looks a little relieved to see her as well, and she says, I don't suppose you didn't hear anything? And he just laughs and says, word gets around in this town. I hear you woke up quite a few people, made a spectacle of yourselves. You'll have to tell me what happened. And Iris just kind of glances at you guys.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
She kicked ass is what happened.
pour us some drinks and give us a meal, and we'll tell you the story.
And James speaks up at this point and says, that sounds like a lovely idea. Come, let's go have some drinks. I haven't had some in a little while, and it would be a nice change of pace.
I would like to put on the shirt that I hung on to.
You're just buttoning it over your stuff?
I'm just draping it all over my stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I earned this shit. It's way too big. It's like, you know...
You are
super
drowning
baggy.
in it. It is like a nightshirt on you. It goes about to your ankles, almost.
It is vibing. I am vibing. I think it's cute. This is great.
It looks pretty bulky with all your armor on underneath it. And,
I have no
your
armor because I'm a
weapons.
monk, so I'm
Oh,
sexy.
you're right. You're right. I'm dumb. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you were led inside by Valorous and James. Their dogs kind of wag their tails, like, lazily from where they're laying near the fireplace, and they drop their heads back down because they're Great Danes. They don't move very much.
I
They're
love
just
Great
big
Danes.
horses of dogs. They're good. And James starts making drinks, and it is obvious he's probably the bartender out of both of them because he is grabbing drinks and making them actually mixed drinks, which is different because that doesn't usually happen. In a small town, usually there's only a few different liquors, but he's pulling different bottles of different colors. There's some greens and blues and things, maybe. And he's kind of mixing up a few things, while Valorous is just kind of getting an ale at this point. James is working on your drinks. Valorous just kind of gestures to the seats in his tavern. There's a couple of tables, probably 4 or so, with bar stools of chairs that you are welcome to sit at, and he takes one as well. So there was a desperate chase, I heard. One that dealt with the Watchmaster.
My God, he ran into a cow.
He ran right into a fucking cow face first.
I was
Also,
like
what's
inches away from getting caught, and he ran into a cow. God.
So good. It was
So
also
good.
the second time we'd broken into his house.
Yeah, he
That's
was
fine.
pretty mad. I took his shirts, and I don't think he even recognized that they were actually his shirts. I think he was just so furiously, murderously angry. Anyway,
I mean, I haven't seen the man wear that color in about a month, so I don't think he missed it all that much.
what a shame. I think it suits me better anyway.
It does. Yep, you are correct. And at that point, James is just gives a small chuckle, and he sets a couple of drinks down. They're not like big, tall ales. They are actually just like smaller little shot glasses. But they look pretty appetizing. They're like a milky blue kind of color. And the bottom is like a green. I call it dragon's breath.
Yeah, Pyra downs just downs it.
It has a really nice, almost like blueberry and raspberry kind of taste to it. It's very refreshing. But immediately when it hits your stomach, you can feel the alcohol tingles in your fingers. It's pretty strong, even though it's
Bugs is
very
super into
sweet.
this.
Yeah.
He just kind of smirks and just asks for another.
James just kind of grins and he'll nod and take your glasses once you finish them and go back to the bar. It seems like he enjoys this part of his job at the very least. Iris doesn't really touch hers. She kind of scoots it over to the side, either towards Muggs or whoever's near her.
Oh, she better scoot that over towards Muggs.
Yeah, she does that, and as James is leaving, she kind of mentions that she just wants water, and he just nods, and we'll do that for her.
Yes. So what happens next is we lure him out of town, right? And then these guys surround him.
That's a good strategy.
He was so out of shape. He was beat. He could not. He was so tired by the time he got to us. First he runs into the cow, but he must have been winded before then. And then we're running. We are in prime physical condition. High fives to both of us, by the way, to Iris and Mare.
Iris just grins.
And he was exhausted.
Running for the record.
Oh, running sucks,
kind of hard.
but he was worse at it.
Well, he must have been older.
Yeah. And
he's kind of an ageless demon, but yeah.
He looks a little bit confused at this, and leans forward.
He was a Rakshasa. I don't know if he mentioned that.
His eyebrow raises basically to his hairline, and he looks a little shocked.
Oh, fuck, we didn't mention the Rakshasa thing?
Oh, oops. Yeah, no, that was...
Fuck.
He
that was
glances
insensitive of us.
quickly to the side at Iris, and he says, "You fought a Rakshasa?" And she says, "Well, yes." And he says, "You fought a Rakshasa. Did you kill it?" And he looks at you all.
It's fucking dead, bro. It is...
Fire produces the demon blood vial again.
It is fucking dead.
He will snatch that from you, and then he just puts his head in his hands and shakes his head, and he says, "You do understand these demons are vengeful, correct?"
Oh yeah, and we got his name. Next, if I get summon greater demon, he's my bitch.
They're not so easy to tame, you know.
How do you know about it? What's your deal, dude?
I was an ex-adventurer for quite a while.
Bro, that is very cool of you. I'm just
How did you end up back here?
James actually at this point pops in and he says, "We wanted a quieter life. And plus,
and that
a lot
worked
of
out
our
well.
friends died to bad times. It was too much for our hearts, unfortunately."
No.
And Valorous at this point grins and he says, "We do have a friend in Hupperdook, though. Old cleric, she's fucking crazy."
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Hupperdook.
I would love to send her a note, but she keeps ignoring me. Not sure why. And James just shrugs and says, "I don't know either. It's been a few years."
I'm not going anywhere in particular. We could deliver something for you.
Oh my god. Can we take a message to Hupperdook for you, please?
They kind of glance at each other and they're like, James puts a hand on his cheek and he says, "I don't know, I never really thought to write her a letter." "Well, I mean, we have written her letters, but what would we send?" And James and Valorous kind of start talking with each other, and Valorous is like, well, maybe we should tell her how the family's doing. And James goes, no. We all know that they're dead. It's not a good thing to say. And Valorous is like, oh god, I forgot.
Oh.
That wouldn't have been a good thing to lead off with. And James says afterwards, no, it wouldn't have. You would have made her even more upset. She would have thrown it away again and probably spat in their face. They continue talking like this for probably about a minute more. Before James just shakes his head and says, anyways, that would be wonderful if you could maybe wait the night and we can have a letter for her. If you're going that way, of course. We don't want to intrude on you, and we don't necessarily have any money to give you.
Literally have always wanted to go to Hupperdook. I hear that they have great drinks there.
Can someone explain what Hupperdook is?
Holy shit, my dude.
It's a small swamp town. Not really noteworthy, I guess.
Swamp? No.
Oh, you're thinking of
Something. What am I thinking?
You're thinking of Barrel Ben. You're thinking of fucking
that's
Barrel
right,
Ben.
That's
Fuck
right.
Barrel Ben. Fuck Barrel Ben.
You seem
Barrel
quite
Ben is worthless.
adamant on that, young woman.
Fuck it. I fucking hate Barrel Ben. It's bullshit.
Oh god, I want to find where the stupid thing is, and I can't find it now.
But Hupperdook is a little town. Oh my god. Like, it is lit. Like, the party life in Hupperdook.
It's more of an industrial city, yes. I mean,
It's
especially at night.
Hard and play hard. That's the name of the game in Hupperdook.
They have amazing
Huh.
festivals. They're just lovely. I mean, we spent, what would you say, about a week? And Valorous just nods after James starts speaking. About a week there. I mean, I learned some of my bartending skills there. But
My best friend Savison was from Hupperdook, and he told me so many crazy stories. I would love to go there.
well, that would be interesting. I'm not sure if our friend would welcome you with open arms or anything of the sort, but I think you would find her interesting.
Interesting folk are better than nice ones anyway.
You're very correct.
You guys gave me a name that I could use too.
Uh-oh, what?
Her name is Loretta. She's
Loretta.
An old cleric friend of ours. She's a kind of young, youthful-looking gnome woman. I mean, I assume she's still youthful. It's only been about 20 years or so. She's got gray eyes. I mean, bit of an Irish
damn.
accent. Whatever Irish means in this world.
Yes, Irish. It's
Gnomish.
It's a bit of a Zemnian-ish accent.
like Zemnian adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
You know, whatever the fuck Molly Walker speaks.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Literally, the accent is gonna be like that with me because I can't fucking do an Irish accent.
Whatever the fuck Taliesin was trying to do and failing.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It
Really
does.
do be like that.
It's the effort that counts.
Agreed.
Yeah, A for
Doesn't
effort.
count.
I
It's
love
the corner of
Tal.
a brain cell trying to remind people to go, oh, you're not American. YOLO. And just failing.
YOLO.
God.
But
Well?
Hmm?
Oh, no, go ahead. You're good.
oh no, I was just gonna say they continue to like. I think after like 3 or 4 of the shots, James will cut you guys off because alcohol's expensive. He's not gonna give you all of his fucking alcohol.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Also, I'm plastered.
I have one.
Yeah, like at some point Pyra's gonna start just paying for drinks. Like she'll just slap down like a gold or something here and there.
Yeah, he'll take it gratefully. He kind of gives your shoulder like a gentle pat, like he seems to be grateful about it. Valorous, my goodness. He starts talking about his adventures a little bit. He talks about like going around Wildmount and the things he saw. He's like, I fought a basilisk once, and
Holy shit.
yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah.
like things like that. He's like, my friend lost an arm because of the petrification and things like this.
As he mentions monsters, he's taking notes, like, and asking questions like, what are their weaknesses, resistances,
Yeah,
what do you recommend against them, things like that, etc., etc.
And as he is talking to, he seems to forget a few details on monsters, and Iris kind of peeks up and fills them in, like, he's like, I'm not sure what color, and she's like, usually basilisks are bright blue color of sorts, depends on the region, you know. And, she keeps on adding to his stuff if he can't remember it, because he's a little older gentleman, but he still knows a little bit of his stuff, obviously. He seems to be very happy that he has someone to talk to about his escapades. He talks about the old woman, Loretta, and how, like, she is a cleric of Palor, and, like, how she kind of did certain things with her magic and stuff like that. She's crazy. She does, like, you know, she has so many weapons and has a collection of knives and, like, things like that. And yeah, he just goes on and on about his glory days, basically, for as long as you listen to him. And I think at that point is when oh, excuse me. Robin is able to come find you guys. If that is where she was going, correct? To find the
I'm literally just wandering around town, swinging my arms, putting my stuff. Shit. I have to return. Again. I'm full.
If you were looking to return the items, you can either go to the guard station or the city hall. The Starosta will take it, or the lawmaster and the sorcerer are actually still at the guild, or the guard station. My goodness, not the guild hall. What the hell am I talking about? So either of those places, you would probably know that there are people that would be willing to take your items from you.
I feel like I would go. Where did you say that the master was?
The what master?
Well, master, where did you say she was?
She would be at the guard station. She's
Can I-
still talking with Clancy.
I'm gonna walk to the guard station. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna see Clancy, and then I'm gonna turn around and walk away. Return from somewhere else. Another place. Cool.
You're going to walk in and what now? I'm sorry, you kind of cut out a little bit.
I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna see them and turn on my heel and walk off.
Oh my goodness.
I do not vibe with her.
Nope.
Don't trust her.
Complete 180.
It is that gift of Abe Simpson. Oh, and I will go to the hall to return them at the hall.
Alright, yeah, the guild hall is actually open a little later than it usually would. Usually it would be closed or so about 8, but it looks like the Starosta went back to the guild hall, probably to do some paperwork and write a report and all this other shit about, what happened, you would assume. But he and Rowan are actually there. Rowan is, the assistant. And he is willing to take the items for you. And Rowan seems a little bit excited to take the items back to the guard station. He bids his Starosta farewell for a moment and basically just books it out of there.
All right, because he's hooking up with Geralt of Rivia.
Not a Rivia, a Felderwin.
Felderwin.
Does he look like Girl to Rivia? Though?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Neither of mine.
Well, I'm imagining him just looking like Girl to Rivia. What's his race again?
He is a human man.
Oh, yeah, then I'm 100%
But he's got like
Every
short,
NPC
cropped
looks
brown
like
hair,
Geralt
dude.
until
Nope,
specified
he
otherwise.
looks exactly
Henry
like
Cavill,
Geralt.
exactly like Henry Cavill, like the
Good
fucking wig.
God.
He
The
has
eyes, everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
you want to
sort
hear
of
my
like
notes on
the-
Geralt Darvia? He is in his early 30s, missing an eye. He's
No,
a
he
Geralt,
looks
sorry,
exactly
mousy
like
hair.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, no, he can still be missing an eye, but he still looks like
He's just
Geralt.
Henry Cavill, but without an eye.
Jesus
Yeah.
gosh! Oh my god! Fine, that's fine. You know what? He's Geralt of Jesus. Geralt of Felderwin.
Win.
Just like the name.
Right to
I'm picturing every NPC as Geralt of Rivia until specified otherwise.
Oh
Geralt of
no!
Rivia is
Now
the
I'm
default.
thinking. Oh my god! Just imagine this is fucking. This is
Imagine
and
being
Geralt fanfiction right here.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. We're good.
Charlie.
It is very horny, unfortunately.
gonna
It's better than some shows, which is nice.
it's so
Not
horny.
saying much.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's some shows that have been like that. Like, I tried to watch Archer, and then they threw in a love interest, and I was like, no. He was cooler without, thank you.
Yeah,
Gonna
It is very horny, but I appreciate the story and the humor.
Same.
mm-hmm.
gonna approach this roast then, to ask where the girl gang's gone. My ladies.
I believe they went back to the inn that they're staying at. Not exactly sure which one it is, but I assume that you know.
It's not the sleeping board. I know that much.
Poor Glenda.
That sounded really insensitive. Okay. Thanks. Bye. And be safe.
Take care. And thank you again.
Bye. Gives
Alright.
with the little goblin hands and get out.
He kind of gives you a wave as you leave, but then he is back in his stacks of paperwork now.
Rip to him.
Does he have a
Yeah.
cool scar around his eye, where his eye was, like...
What are you talking about?
Does he have, like, a cool scar, like a slash mark or a sword cut or something like that? Like, what happened?
Who the Geralt, or the Valorous?
Geralt.
Oh,
Geralt. What
Geralt?
happened to, like, yeah, does he have something that, like, tells a story about what happened around his eye, or...
I mean, does normal Geralt have a scar? I feel like he does.
Yeah, he has a scar.
Let's just say it's the same eye.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I mean, you'd have to ask Geralt about his scars.
So he can say, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" Like,
God, I hate that!
sorry, lads.
I poked my eye out in a game of pool.
It's like, what, 2008 again or something? I don't
I'm sorry for saying that.
God.
God.
I am going to that inn. I am
Oh,
going.
the Droopy
I'm
Daisy,
going.
you can make it there, no problem. There are still people that are out and about, that are kind of chatting away with each other, but they don't pay you much mind because you're only one person, and they haven't necessarily, clocked you as one of the crew that were around before.
I am gonna try to listen to the gossip while I'm on my way.
You hear a lot of, oh, that was an interesting chase. I heard there was a cow involved. A cow in a chase? Yes, it nearly stampeded 4 people. Like, it is getting blown up into proportion where now the cow is the center of this? Who knows?
We were chasing the cow, actually.
Yeah, the cow had this poor man's shirts, and they just kept stealing their shirts, and they were trying to get it back. Were they really stealing shirts? That's so awful. Like,
And I am going to try. I'm going to add to the rumors. I am going to passing this to say stuff like, "Heard that the cow herd killed for Rakshasa all by itself." Not had a
What
crew.
good glazes is that?
It's a terrible demon. It is a fiend. It is the murderer that's been going after everybody, and the cow landed the final blow.
I'm gonna roll to
Yeah.
see how much panic you ensue in these people.
Robin's
cow.
adding a whole new element to this. I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll
But don't worry.
percentile dice to see how afraid these poor people are now that you mentioned a demon that was haunting their town because they didn't know.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I rolled 250s. Yeah, they're pretty spooked. That's like 100% right there. They just kind of like put their hands over their mouths and like look at each other, and then they like totally ignore you, Robin, and then keep talking, and then just disperse immediately. They are flighty like scared horses.
Hell yeah. Spread rumors. Do crime.
Yeah.
Robin cackles. She's just
Oh my
cackling
God.
when she goes into the end.
Ren will remember this. But yeah, you make your way back to the inn fairly easily, with your chaos spread within this world, as it should be. The rest of the crew is kind of sitting downstairs talking with Valorous, that older elvish man. The drinks have been drank at this point.
Mugs is doing handstands.
Iris is counting on her fingers with how many seconds you were holding yourself up with handstands.
Perfect.
If it gets over like 2 minutes, I'm gonna start throwing individual ball bearings at Mugs.
Can I deflect missiles while I'm handstanding?
I will
At
give you
some point,
disadvantage to do so.
I don't even know what my deflect missiles roll is.
I don't really
At
know
some
either.
point, at some point, Pyra's bird has come to perch on the top of Mugs's feet.
Oh, excellent.
I am going to just right in and say, "Hey, ladies, I'm here. You're welcome."
Hey!
Robin, holy shit!
Hey.
Where's Ira?
She doesn't want to come inside. She's vibing by the crops. You know, the crops. The place.
There's a lot of crops in Felderwin.
But she's at the crops. Oh, fuck, that doesn't say anything. Don't worry about it. She's fine.
Well, as long as you know
Fine.
where she is, that's alright, I suppose.
She does not want to come inside any place for a while, but she's down to keep vibing with us.
Alright.
That's pretty impressive because she is not a people person. But she wants to hang out with us at all.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I mean,
That's
I think
awesome.
she's valid in that sense.
Oh yeah, totally.
Ira's literally so badass. She fucking made a deal with a dragon and then just
Yeah.
saved our asses. Like, I would have got. And she
Yeah,
healed
yeah,
me
you would.
and she made a deal with a dragon. Like, that shit was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
That should be something to worry about a little bit.
It's fine.
We'll
She's
worry
got
about
it.
later.
She's got it under
I mean-
control.
She doesn't.
I'm gonna
She
roll to
doesn't
see
have
what
it under
Iris
control,
knows.
but she's fine.
I can roll to
She is badass, but she does not have that shit under control any more than any other of us would. She's just very good at straight facing it.
Ooh, she knows a bit. Iris kind of folds her hands together a little bit. She says, "Well, I know just a small amount about those creatures. Not much. Most of it is lore and things.
Yeah.
It's a star drake.
Oh, nice.
We should talk about this week with her. She's the one that made the deal, I think.
Well,
She should definitely be.
I don't know if we should go out right now. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, she's probably gonna have to come to us. We're staying here. For
I
the
can
night.
always repeat this to her, but they're kind of.
Don't worry.
I don't really know much. There's some scripts that talk about these bright dragons that, they call themselves protectors of the material plane, but that's all I really remember. I don't know anything else. I'm surprised they exist at all. I thought they were just fairy tales.
Well, it is interesting. Important. gonna get some food. Gonna take it out. We're gonna go back to our. She's not coming into the inn, so she and I will probably just sit outside. We're hobos. We're good at roughing it. She doesn't feel like coming anywhere.
All right.
If you don't mind, sending you well wishes. Also, Valorous. Actually, it would be James at this point because he hasn't been too invested in the conversation. He comes out with not necessarily like the freshest of food, but it seems like there's some freshly cut vegetables, kind of a plate of cheese, crackers, breads, soft cheese and stuff like that. Soft cheese to put on a little bit harder bread. There's some fruits and stuff like that. Some lower, what would you call it? Some easier meals to make anyways, and he sets them out for you guys.
Delightful. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take some of that.
Of course, it's for you. We already ate.
Yes.
Also,
Thank you.
welcome back. Is your friend
Thank
going to
you.
be joining us?
Absolutely not. But that is nothing personal.
Ah, alright. Well, I hope your friend is doing well.
I think she'll be fine. Thank you. She made a deal with the dragon, but she'll figure it out.
James looks a little bit concerned, and Valorous has been, like, listening into this conversation and stroking his chin. Like, he's snooping in the gossip here. He seems to be pondering what you guys are talking about. You can't tell if he's displeased or not, but that probably doesn't matter.
Sometimes you accidentally summon a magical dragon, and you make a deal with it to help you kill a Rakshasa. It's
Sounds
a
a
good
bit
night
like
out.
a warlock pact to me. Your friend should be careful.
Yes, she should. And sometimes that friend turns into a wolf and runs off with a bunch of that you don't technically own, and you have to return it, but that's fine too. Because she's badass. And she has a bird skull.
She is badass, and she does have a bird skull.
She has a really cool bird skull.
Like the
It
coolest
is very,
bird skull.
haunting.
So cool. She's literally like the coolest, like, her vibes, you know?
Yeah.
She's
They are quite interesting.
also a giant nerd because she stares at you even though she's blind. She just does it to work you out. She knows what she's doing when she does that. She fucking knows.
So effective, though.
Yeah.
And I'm immune to it. Well, you will become immune to it too.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm gonna give her this food. I'm gonna steal a bunch of it from her while she's not looking. Because that's the kind of friendship we have.
I think that's
Thank
all
you.
caring.
Stay safe. Don't get got. You
Don't
know.
tell me what to do.
I think they're
Okay.
strong enough. They'll be fine. Like I said.
I'm buff now.
Yeah, you are.
She flexes her gaunt little looks like it could be snapped by like 2 fingers and a thumb.
Hey, dude, if you ever want to work out with me, I'm totally down. Muggs is still in the handstand.
Oh no. Make a okay,
Hey.
never mind. You're fine actually. I was
Hey.
thinking about it. You're pretty fit.
I am super fit.
Every day is an emotional workout for me. See you guys later.
Good night.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay
Iris
safe.
gives you a gentle
See you in the
wave.
morning.
Sleep well.
You too, but don't tell me what to do. But she says it with a grin.
Iris
I
just
love
gives you a
her.
smile.
God, she's so weird. I love her. She's just crazy. Look, like, her vibes are also great.
I have to
Yeah,
say, I
she's
think
weird.
Robin is my favorite person in this entire material plane.
I
No
don't blame you.
offense.
She's very feral.
No, that's like,
That is delightful.
I'm so fucking drunk, you guys.
And
I
you're
know.
standing
Wait,
upside
actually-
down. That's going to make
Actually,
you sick, Max.
I'm gonna insight check that. I'm drunk, guys.
You're gonna insight check her drunk thing? Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, that's an 11 minus 2, 9.
She is definitely super drunk.
Okay.
Can Iris insight check her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, that's not too bad. What is Iris's insight here? God, I forgot I put NPC in front of the stupid thing so I can never find her name. Let's see. Oh, her
Let's
insight's
look at
pathetic. She got a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Mugs is probably slightly less drunk than she is trying to imply, but she's definitely still very drunk.
Alright. That's not bad.
Well,
She's
valid.
Doing a handstand.
Very, very drunk and like possibly turning slightly green because of how long she's been upside down.
Iris is going to
That'd be
stand up
healthy.
then if she's noticing that and just like kind of poke you and tell you, you should probably stop doing that now. You'll make
Hey,
yourself
fuck
sick."
off, and I fall into a pile on the ground.
That's
I go pick up
better.
my ball bearings.
Pyra
I'm
will
gonna-
go and pick her up and turn her upright. You okay there? And just kind of like dust her off.
Hi!
Iris will
Hey.
give you the water that she was give you part of
Oh.
the pitcher that she was drinking.
That's fucking smart. Hydration.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Hydrate or dihydrate.
James, that's by the counter, just chuckles and says, "Dragon's breath will do that to you."
Is that what that shit's called? That shit's great. That's the best.
It's something I made
Literally,
up.
I've been on a 2-year bar crawl, and that's the best drink I've had so far.
Is it a
James
bar crawl
looks
that lasts 2
delighted.
years?
Yes, it is, because I've never fucking stopped.
I feel
It's
like
a-
that starts to creep into being an issue if it lasts more than like.
No,
It's,
she's fine.
it's a crawl as long as you're crawling, my dude. I am still crawling.
You
I
were
am-
briefly on the floor.
Yep,
I am
you are
still-
on the floor.
I am still crawling. I've been crawling for 2 years. I'm not going to stop now. That drink was I'm going to go to Hupperdook and get some drink. Yes. I'm
I'm gonna
crawling.
go find Spyra.
Speaking of
Going back.
Duke, Iris mutters, I probably won't be going with you.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I have other obligations.
Can I ask where you're headed next?
She kind of shifts a little bit in her seat and she gives a slight nod, and says, well, and at this point, Valorous has, like, left to go talk with James, and they have kind of went to the back, portion of the house. It seems like they have, like, a back entry by the, kind of bar reception desk area. You assume that's where the kitchen and such is. And she just looks there quickly to make sure that they aren't listening, and she kind of leans forward and says, I'm heading to Port Damali.
Why are you going to Port
The
Damali?
organization I work for is stationed there, and I need to report what happened here. I sort of kind of messed up a little bit, mostly because I wasn't supposed to attack, like, at all.
Yeah.
Without help, and I kind of did, because he was killing people, and there was nothing else I could do, and I wasn't going to let that stand, and that might not be a good thing to report, but I have to. I am going to go to the... Well, I suppose I can tell you guys. If you want to reach me, I'll be in the Lamprod Light part of the city, by the dockside. There is a tavern there. It has no name, but some of the people there call it Cat's Cradle. It's sort of a brothel tavern sort of thing with exotic dancers and such.
Lit.
That is where I will be. If you go to Port Damali at all. I will be there probably for a month or so. So, well, no, let's say I'll probably be there for several months. If I go anywhere else, and she looks around, she's like, oh shoot, my bag is upstairs. I guess, unless you want to come up, otherwise we can just stay down here. I think they're done serving us drinks.
We should probably go up so that when I pass out in 6 minutes, I can just be in bed.
That sounds like a lovely plan for you. So Iris will kind of like lead the way up to the stairs, go back into her room and start rifling through a bunch of bags. She pulls a lot of shit out of those bags, trying to find what she's looking for. And then one, she's like, oh yes, this one. And she reaches her arm way into a bag, like farther than it probably should go, and pulls out a single slip of paper. And she hands it over to, let's say, actually, she's gonna give it to Robin. And she says,
Robin's gone.
oh shit, yeah, Robin is gone, that's right. She'll give it to Pyra then, because Pyra doesn't seem as drunk. And she says, this is a paper of sending. All you have to do is write on it. It basically works like a sending spell. You have 25 words, you can send a written letter to me, or I suppose anyone else. However, if they don't reply, you are out the paper. I have this one I will borrow you. Just one.
Damn, thank you.
So if you have to contact me, or want to know where I am, I will let you know via this. And she will give you the piece of paper. You can use it for other things, but just be careful with it. I don't have another one for you. I have one for myself, but I'm not going to give that to you.
Yeah, no, this is something we should probably be very careful. Yeah, I think.
They're expensive. She adds on.
That's a great word. Expensive. Expensive. Like, you can really feel it, like, expensive, like, in your mouth, you know?
Pirate, like, is playing with Muggs' hair with her friend.
Muggs is vibing so hard.
Iris just shakes her head a little bit. Alright, I think that was all I needed to talk about. But I will walk with you guys a little of the way. I don't necessarily want to leave right away. I'm not looking forward to it.
So are you going to be stopping in Nicodranas at all on the way there, or?
More like fly over it.
Ah, okay, that's fair. Wait,
but
fly?
I could if you need to. Is
Wait,
there something?
Fly? No. Back up there a second. You said fly over it. Like, yeah. Explain that.
You know, it would probably be the better thing to show you tomorrow when we're in an open place.
Oh my god, you can fucking fly?
No, I can't. Well, nope, that's a lie. I have the fly spell I can do, but,
What?
I have many tricks. And she shakes her fingers.
That's so cool. That's so fucking cool.
Anyways.
Everybody here is so cool.
Oh, Muggs.
Why are you guys like this?
I really like it when you're like this. This is so much more easier to,
No,
converse
like,
with.
why are you like, you're so... Why are we all in fucking Felderwin? You all are so cool, and then you're just, like, in Felderwin killing Rakshasas, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? And then, like, I'm here, but I'm just here to drink and get stabbed, I guess. But, like, you all are so cool.
You
Your
did a
face
great
bombs.
number on him, you know.
Did I? I wasn't paying attention. I was busy thinking about how I might die.
I think you did well.
Cool. That's cool.
And you probably need some sleep. You are drooping near the floor.
Who needs sleep when you are as sexy as I am?
That doesn't even make sense.
Shut up. Babe, I am way I don't need sleep. I'm cool. And she falls asleep.
Oh dear.
Right there.
I'm gonna go find Ira
Sure.
with the plate of food
Sure.
where I left her.
The only attention you really catch with that plate of food is stray cats and dogs kind of like follow you for a little bit and then get bored and walk away.
I talked to them as if they're people I know.
That's cute. But yeah, the lamps now at the city are kind of being put on. They were before, but they are all lit now. People are back in their houses again. It seems like the gossiping has finally stopped, at least for now. People are tired. But you can find your way to Ira.
Tell one of the cats following me, hey you saucy gold-digging bitch, you aren't getting any of this.
You say that to the cat, and it just looks at you and blinks very slowly, and then just, like, starts cleaning itself.
Yeah, I fucking thought so. But I am grinning. I do not mean this cat any ill will.
That's
I'm
why
being
it
friendly.
did. That's why it slow blinked at you. It understands.
Just being zesty. Yeah, I find Ira again. Hey, Ira. Ira, I've got food. Ira.
Thank you.
I've got food and shit, what was I gonna say? Dragon. Oh, you made a deal with a dragon, Ira. No,
did.
you were there. You know. What did Ira say about the dragon? She said something about it being some kind of guardian for the material plane. What did she call it? I think she called it a star. No, that's not it. Did she? Fuck, I don't remember what she called it, but she called it something. That deserves some merit. I cannot remember what she called it, but she called it something important. She thought it was kind of fairy tale thing, so that is not a common dragon.
We could call it by its name.
Yes, sir. What was its name again? Its name was Starfire. Or Starfire. What was it?
Sisteros.
Steros. Excellent. You made a deal with Asteros, the magical dragon that shouldn't exist.
It wants me to find a way for it to get here easily.
Yeah.
Some sort of portal, I guess.
It sounds like you've entered into a warlock situation, Ira.
Don't warlock get powers.
I mean, maybe that's on the table for you. You did just kind of that dragon on that Rakshasa. Isn't that in itself kind of a power?
It was a favor.
Very powerful favor.
I'm not its servant. I'm just repaying a favor.
I mean, your words were, I will give you my servitude, weren't they?
My service, not my servitude. Different words.
I mean, service is something that a servant gives someone.
Servitude implies that I will follow and serve it indefinitely. The service is more specific. And after that service is done, I owe nothing.
What if what it wants you to do goes on indefinitely? But what if what it wants you to do for it is very hard?
Well, if it's very hard, then it'll take a bit to do it. But I'll do it.
You sure you can?
I don't know what I can do.
I mean, that's valid. Sorry, I'm not going anywhere. Hmm.
You don't have to stay with me if you don't want to. If you want to, stay with the
For
new
that,
people.
I know I don't have to, but I'm gonna. But I mean, honestly, if you asked me to, I would not go back to any of those friends that we made. I'm glad that you didn't. No. No, my loyalty is with you.
They're irritating, but they're nice.
Yeah, I think so too. Except I don't think you're irritating. You do because you like that. I'm irritating. You still like me.
Yes.
So that doesn't count them out as friends. And you seem to like Iris.
She's sensible.
I could tell that you like Iris because I saw you sit near her one time. Nice. And that's basically and coming from you, that's basically what is it coming from you? That's basically a proposition of marriage, except without the romantic intent. So not marriage. I don't know.
Irish is doing the stare thing now.
That doesn't work on me, Ira. That thing does not work on me.
Gives it like a good 10-second beat.
And Robin just lets it happen. She's immune to it by now, Ira.
Keep saying that.
She says it enough and Ira will one day maybe believe it.
Just a good pause. It's a good pause. Then what now?
I don't know. Odds are they're gonna want to do something. I don't think Chris with us. Because she did mention on our girls' night that she had other duties that we probably weren't gonna stick together. She's like a whole blood hunter. Her job. I wonder if she gets paid. Probably gets paid. Probably has a fucking age. Yeah, she's group might split up. I'm not sure. It wasn't the whole what we do next.
But we're following.
We're following someone, I guess. We still have that guy to kill. Fucking guy. We.
One of multiple.
Of multiple. Not gonna find them just hanging around, I guess.
Alright.
We may as well pick someone to follow and follow.
They seem trustworthy for now.
Yeah, I trust them. I think that they have a secret agenda to pull one over on us. Too charming for that. Because of how earnest I am.
Truly.
And also they're just moral people. Pretty moral. We need to we need to figure out how to do this dragon spin. What would happen to you if you just didn't do what it asked you to do? What would happen if you just didn't fill your end of the bargain?
I'd be in debt.
What does that mean? What if you just never fill your debt?
I don't know.
Probably best we don't find out.
Probably.
You have to find a way for it. What if its intention not good and what if it wants you to do something that will ultimately endanger a lot of people, including us?
Then I won't do it.
What if you don't want to?
Robin,
Sarah?
I don't quite care what happens to most people, but I care what happens to you. So, if you don't want me to do something, I won't do it.
I'm just thinking very anxiously about the possible things that can go very wrong.
That serves no purpose.
It serves lots of purpose, because if you think about the things that can go wrong, you can use your brain cell and prevent them by not doing dumb things.
There is no dumb thing that we can do right now that could possibly put us in the situation. Right now, we're in a crop field in Felderwin at night.
Bet I couldn't make this worse.
Do you want to?
Oh, but I sure was fuck good.
You're not going to.
I am very, very dumb. But I could, without meaning to, if not for my anxiety brain, stepping in to prevent me from being a fool. No? It's not my. It is not my intellect that holds me back from doing dumb stuff. It is my anxiety.
I never said it was your intellect.
Oh, I'm saying that. We'll figure this. Star Drake. That's what it was called. It was called a Star Drake.
Star Trek. Does that name sound familiar to me at all?
Roll a history check for me.
Ah, God. Oh shit.
Yeah.
History. He's 17.
You know, it doesn't really ring a bell for you. Unfortunately, okay. You're not sure. Something about it nags at you, but you're not. You can't tell. Maybe it's something you thought about. You're not sure. You don't know.
I have no clue what a Star Drake is, but that's what it is. Yes, it's a big shiny thing that hurts your eyes. Not yours, mine.
I don't have eyes.
No, I know. It's okay. It's one of your many quirks. The other girls were talking about you and they thought that you were amazing.
Why?
Because of the stuff that you did for Rakshasa to kill it, and that you did deal with a Star Drake.
I just did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, but you were good at it. Right. We should find somewhere to sleep that isn't crops. Otherwise, I think the people that own them will get a little angst. Let's see.
I miss the cave.
You can go to the cave. I go to the cave. I want to go to the cave. It'll be our last night there, I think.
Okay.
Go to the cave. And I go to the cave. Cave is it's not even in town. But it's out of town and it's just maybe it's got apple drawings inside it of like trees and lightning, birds.
Let's not go too far.
Too far. What do you mean?
From the others.
No, not gonna go too far. Just the cave, and no, they're staying at the inn, and we can meet them in the morning.
Okay.
We can collect our stuff at the cave. The stuff we have, I think I have a branch in there. It's like a very, very good branch. It's like one of those big ones. It's like one of those big, thick ones that you can use as a walking stick and as a weapon. And it goes for air. I'm gonna grab that before we go. A branch.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, what are you guys doing then?
So we're still in Iris's room, right?
Yes. You had a passed out, Mugs.
Mugs is vibing.
Muggs' head is probably on Pyra's lap. And Pyra's just
110%.
standing there. Yeah, and they're just looking at her like, red, like, wow. Then she just looks at Mir and Iris and says, "So, do you guys want to call it a night, or did you guys have a plan to talk about?"
I mean, I don't have anything really to talk about. I'm sure you guys need your rest. I'm just going to, and she stands up from her position and starts packing her things. I have too much stuff here that needs to be put away. I'll be to sleep later, I think.
Okay, Pyra will pick up Muggs.
Oh, the Iris thing,
I have not forgotten, don't worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the Iris thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
Which only she knows, right? Only Robin?
Mare and Robin.
Right. Run in there.
Oh.
Quick side note. The Cat's Cradle. That ring any bells?
You can roll a
Port
history
Damali
check.
times? You say history?
Yes.
You
Or
got that.
you can roll, well,
Acrobatics?
roll with advantage.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, the first one's a 12. The second one's a dirty 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of different seaside, kind of taverns and brothels and things in, Port Damali that you would know of. I mean, there's plenty in that area. There's also plenty that are nameless. However, Cat's Cradle is kind of, sort of a more shadier part of that. I mean, it's still pretty gaudy, considering that a lot of things there are, like, lavish and beautiful and, you know, all those eye-catching colors and beadings and such. Cat's Cradle is kind of the place where people's dreams go to die. It's like where the cheapest part of town where you can get, I mean, your fill of ale and I mean it's a popular playing kind of area for people to hang out, especially sailors. But there's also all sorts of folk, adventuring folk, all walks of life. You may not have went in there necessarily, but you know the place at the very least. You've heard tales of it at least.
Okay.
There's also a man that, owns this place, but you don't know his name necessarily.
Okay.
Actually, no, you would, because he's pretty well known. Elias de Corvo is his name. I will put it in chat.
That's a shady ass name.
That's a fake name. That's what that is.
Hey, it's in the reference book. You can.
Matthew
Check it out with Matthew Mercer.
That is an alias. I'm sorry.
At Matt
That
Mercer.
lies.
Matt Mercer. It's exactly like with the whole fucking Felderwin in all the fucking halls.
Hole.
Because they
Matthew.
didn't give the central part of the town any name, so I just called it the hall.
Sam friend. Is it like it's shady?
It's a little shady.
Is it a blatantly illegal shady, or is it just
No,
a
it's more like a rundown, sort of like there's some fights that happen there, but usually it's
Okay,
broken
it's a shit.
up, and it's more like full of rowdy boys rather than dirty, nasty, awful rowdy boys.
Okay. Okay.
It's basically what you would expect a unsavory-ish area of Port Damali to be like.
Okay. Will we write that down? I'm gonna ask you the Elias de Corvo fake name.
He's
It's
fake.
chosen name.
Sounds fake,
Well,
but okay.
eternally monologuing at 4 a.m. in his 20s.
Elias is only one letter away from alias. I'm just saying.
Maybe he's having an angsty monologue and decided to change his name. That's what happened.
De Corvo.
I go by many names.
De Corvo. Mr. De Corvo.
De Corvo.
Jesus.
De Corvo.
Jose Corvo.
Elias De Corvo.
I don't know how to process what's happening.
De Corvo.
De Corvo.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I had a brain cell. Where did it go?
I went with De
No brain
Corvo.
Yep.
Your brain cell is fighting with the rowdy boys versus the dirty nasty boys.
Hey, you signed up to be my players. I was about to say my children, but that's not right. God damn it.
Your children.
My brain is on fight or flight mode today, I guess.
Oh, that's a mood.
God.
Okay. Shady. One of my little like question mark things was legality question mark, and I'm just writing shady. But
As you were kind of processing this thought, Pirate, or actually, are you still in the room with them, or have you dragged?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't left yet. Why?
You watch Iris take a stack of about like 10 to 20 books in her arms, like just stack of it, just huge, and she kind of waddles over to a bag and just drops it in this bag, but it goes shoop right through, just absolutely goes through the entire bag, and disappears.
Yeah, Pirate makes a note of that kind of bag. Sure.
She keeps doing that with her stuff, especially with the larger items.
interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, that is what Iris is doing. She doesn't really make much conversation unless you talk to her about anything.
Yeah, I will go to the room that I stayed in last night, which was Robin and Ira's, I think. And start going through stuff. Do I have that? Yes, I do. Take some notes, make some thoughts, and then God, I hadn't thought about this. Okay, fuck it. Okay. I'm going to maybe like 2 hours later knock
Alright.
on Iris's door.
You kind of hear a little bit of a thump, and you hear the door open again, and she's standing there. She's changed for the night. It looks like she's in some sort of pajamas. And she just tilts her head a little bit. Hi.
I've got a quick request. Can we talk for a second?
Sure. She kind of glances around a little bit and just shrugs and lets you in. I assume at this point Muggs and Pyra are in their respective
I was gonna cover that after this was done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going back to Port Damali tomorrow, yes?
On the journey way there, yes. It'll take a few days.
That's quite a distance. Two favors to ask. One, can you drop this, and she holds up a little envelope. Can you drop this off at a tavern there?
Sure, what tavern do you need it to be dropped off at?
The Misty Gull.
The Misty Gull.
There's a bartender named Izzy.
Is
Blonde. Not, she, raises her hand at, a little bit lower than her height.
And she just nods slowly in understanding.
Or... yeah.
Should I mention you then? With the letter?
She's mostly literate. She'll get the idea. Yeah.
I mostly mean to say it's kind of weird to have a stranger deliver a letter, but
yeah. Yeah, hadn't thought about that. Oh well.
It's fine, I'll leave you an anonymous.
Okay. She'll put two and two together eventually. Secondly. Oh, English, where did you go?
Mood.
You don't have to talk about it, but I feel like I need to ask. And she kind of makes a claw motion with her hands.
Iris just tilts her head to the side. Oh, I don't understand what you mean.
Insight check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Wondering if she was too drunk to remember or is bullshitting. That's a 7.
I mean, she rolled a 4. She seems genuinely confused, but at the same time looks like she's slowly processing what you're talking about. That's about as much as you glean. I mean, she's kind of she's been a bit of an open book a little bit, but I mean, it's hard to tell with her sometimes.
That's fair. Just girls' night, got a little prick. Shrugs a little bit.
A little prick? What do you...
Scratch. Words are, a thing.
What did you cut yourself on?
And cut out, what'd you say?
She said, what did you cut yourself on?
You kind of grabbed my wrist a little bit. I don't know. I think Robin noticed it too, but she was shushed.
You watch there be a flicker of recognition in her eye at this, and she just she takes a little bit of a step back and blinks at you a couple times, and closes her mouth and opens it a few times, and then scratches the side of her face, and just says, oh boy, I wasn't meaning to have this come out so early.
You don't have to, I just thought you should be aware.
First of all, I am technically not aware or any sort of demon thing at all. Just to be clear.
Okay. That was the first oh fuck thought. Just
No, I'm
putting
not
it
a
up.
rock Sasha. That's not. See, my hands are normal. And she shows you
Okay.
normal hands, except they're
Okay.
longer-ish. It is fine. She's got dainty hands. It's hard to explain. My family tree's a little fucked up. I'm part Fae.
Knew it.
And she kind of like adjusts her hands a little bit, and you watch the claws come out again. And she says, "It's just something that comes out. I mean, I can at will make people fly, or myself. I mean, I'm vulnerable. I guess I can tell you this too. Why not? Go for the whole thing. I'm a little vulnerable to iron. That's, the perks of it.
Zuh. Out of character. Huh. Okay. Okay. You can see the hamster wheel turning. Loading emoji. Yeah. Sorry, this is bouncing around so much.
Iris just scratches the back of her head. Looks apologetic.
No, you're good. I'm just processing. I think Robin might think you're a cat. I'm just putting that out there. Just FYI. I'm not sure what you want to deal with that.
Not a
What do you want
cat.
to-
Some of my family might as well be.
That's fair.
Yeah, we'll see what that happens to be tomorrow. Oh boy. I guess I'll just tell you guys a lot of things tomorrow. Or not. Or never at all. We'll see.
She might have forgotten. It's been a weird couple of days. That's an entirely valid thing to forget. I'm just putting it out there.
Iris raises an eyebrow. I don't think she would forget something like that. She doesn't strike me as the person.
That's fair.
I got the word Stardrake.
Iris is also bad with people.
That's a mood. Alrighty, I think that was kind of it. You good?
I'm just glad you're not trying to kill me or something.
Wasn't on the to-do list.
I'm glad. I'm just kind of
Now
used
that
to
you
being
mention
hunted
it.
down by people.
You cut out again, what? Sorry.
She just said, I'm just used to being hunted down by people.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
They just think that just having even a small amount of heritage to a Fae, obviously we can grant them every wish they desire, and it's like, I can't do that. I'm just a person. I have little heritage. I can't help you.
Oh, that must be really fucking annoying.
It is. I mean, okay, I have to let you know, as a blood hunter, we really don't take much for credit or money or anything like that. It is quite the worst job to have. However, it has perks. It's very nice to be able to do what I do and save people, but sometimes people are just, oh my, they are something.
They certainly are. This organization you work for, are they all blood hunters?
Yes, or clerics.
Interesting.
We kind of root out evil.
Fun.
I was kind of born into mine, but it's a burden I like, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Alrighty. Have fun in Port Damali. Enjoy the ocean.
I have a question, though.
Huzzah.
You seem to know a little bit, or at least somebody in Port Damali. Did you stay there at one point?
A couple of years, yeah.
See. I mean, I only recently started staying there. I've been around the western coasts or so of Wildmount, but...
Yeah, I've done a bit of the coast. Be careful of taxes. They like to do that.
She grins. If they can't catch you, it's not a problem.
That's...
Sucker.
She kind of just gestures around. That's fair.
Well, thank you for not blowing up on me, or thinking I'm... Well, I guess I can't say for your inner monologue, but, thank you for being a decent person.
Doesn't happen often. Good night. And then I
nightmare.
go to sleep and have an existential crisis.
Yeah, Iris has a little bit of one too, like, oh god, oh no.
Oh boy, that went in an opposite direction.
Yeah. Also,
Ren,
After-
squint.
after Iris had after Mare had left initially, Pyra would have taken Mugs to their room and, tucked her in, made sure she was actually asleep and okay.
Oh.
She would put a glass of water by the nightstand and then just actually no, she would just curl up with her after putting a glass of water by the nightstand.
Aw,
And yeah.
that's cute.
Excellent. Mugs would full on sleep cuddle.
That's gay.
She's gay. Yeah. She's gonna feel like shit in the morning though.
She's gonna feel the dragon's breath.
She's gonna feel real bad.
There's a reason they call it dragon's breath. That's because your breath smells horrible in the morning. But yeah, if that is all you guys wanted to do that night, we can progress to the 5th Professoron. Hooray!
Next day, long rest.
Good. Mugs
I would have had a long rest, please.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna also give Iris her points back. Oh, goodness.
Oh yes. Hell
I
yes.
took
Get
no
my
damage
key back.
from that fight.
Good job, Pyra.
I took so much damage from that fight.
You did.
Alright.
But I'm
You drank it
vibing
all
now.
away.
Oh my goodness.
I took more damage from the drinking afterwards. It's like emotionally.
Also,
And
those
liver,
with,
I guess.
I don't think anybody got over 1 point of exhaustion. I don't think. With
I
that
had
It was
run.
just the ro-
I think I had
the
one.
Rakshasa.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, because we all rolled pretty good for that, thankfully. But yeah, you recover your exhaustion, you feel a lot better. Sometimes you feel kind of disgusting. Your throat hurts a little bit.
And as soon as Pyra hears Mugs groaning and knows she's awake, Pyra will tap her head and give her a gift of alacrity.
What the fuck? Why the
Yeah.
fuck? Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we fought a Rakshasa.
We fought a Rakshasa.
I'm alive. I didn't get my face
Yeah.
ripped off. I thought my face was gonna get ripped off so hard. Like, I thought I was gonna have no face. And also
Well-
be dead. I thought I was gonna be dead with no face.
Well, 2 good things. 1, you're alive, and 2, your pretty face is intact.
Hey.
Nice. Mugs gets up to go for a run.
Yeah. Oh.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Ira and Robin, you guys wake up fairly early, actually, to a farmer that is tending to this field. You hear them starting to shovel things out of the ground.
Went back to the cave.
Oh, you went back to the cave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how far that would be.
I like to think that we set up shop in whatever the nearest cave is.
Yeah, I'd say it would honestly be like near one of the riverbanks or the lake up front there. It's probably like dug out into part of the like hillside and like part of the lake part. So you're near water a little bit. It's kind of damp. Not the best place, but at least there's some rock underneath you that keeps you dry. But yeah, you have a pleasant night in the cave.
Hello, welcome to my cave.
It may be but we may be risking transport every time we go and sleep in here. That's okay.
Arrange just a little more, your poor cave.
It's a beautiful cave. It's not, but it's ours. That's what matters most.
Oh no, Riley.
Really?
Okay, read my notes. They make sense to me, okay? They're logical.
They're
do
they're
make
better
lots of
than my
sense.
notes. I've written down literally 4 things.
Okay.
Thick.
Part Fey, Iron, Bad, Fey bullshit.
Mobile
My
is
top
rude.
checklist is dragon, 3 question marks, iris, semicolon, claws, question mark, we're promised gold for the Rakshasa, gimme. Those are my pre-session notes.
I mean, that's really good note taking, actually, because that'll
That
help
is
you
really good
remember.
note-taking.
I know taking is being ADHD and trying to remember.
Same.
That's Smudge. Smudge
I
doesn't.
had-
Smudge is my tabaxi.
I was writing notes, but the notebooks in which I was writing on got revenge shat on by Tink.
Oh no!
Oh
Yeah.
It's having a cat. Having a cat.
Yeah.
So sorry. Your cat is a
Okay.
cat.
I have all of my
I just-
notes spread across like 5 different notebooks, and I'm just like, I don't know which ones. It's like notebook roulette.
I need a new notebook now.
Oh my goodness.
Right. From the cat.
But
But
And
what
Robin.
was Robin saying before? Because I cut out and I didn't actually hear her.
I don't think she was saying anything. Admiring the cave. Probably going to say goodbye to the cave now since I'm so very
Say
dramatically. Very dramatically. Perhaps sad. Sometimes you just wake up sad.
it do happen though.
Wake up with remorse because you're leaving the cave and also 3 people died and it might be a little bit your fault. And also, you're sad because of who you are as a person.
I just put shit in their bag and goes.
God bless.
Robin tries to crawl into the bag a little bit, but then gives up. She wants to perch. She wants to perch like a dumb bird.
Like a dumb bird. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, Ira?
What?
I think Iris is a cat.
Doesn't smell like one.
But she has claws.
I have claws sometimes.
Not long nails. Claws, like multiple ones.
I turn into a cat sometimes.
I mean, yes. Just saying that she's probably a cat. a werecat. That would be cool. Would it be cool? No. Yes? Maybe it's not fun to be a werecat. Maybe when you turn into a cat on a full moon, you don't have a good time. Maybe you wake up the next day, realize that you've been licking your butt the whole time, and you're not proud of it. Maybe it's really embarrassing.
Fuck, so you weird cats.
Jamie.
Maybe being a werecat is a really embarrassing thing, and that's why she didn't tell us, because every time it goes full moon, she turns into a cat and swims for fish and licks herself, maybe. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be proud of it. Oh, I'm lying, I would.
Ira's staring.
But no, what do you think, Ira?
Just continue staring.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on you if you don't tell me, Ira. Or I will detect your thoughts. I'll detect them so hard.
Oh no, it's so powerful.
This silences me staring.
Okay, Ira. Okay, I'm not gonna waste a spell on guessing your thoughts, because I know you're judging me. But I am right. I am right. Kicking your ass is not. It's not something most people are proud of. If Iris is a cat, I'm gonna support her and not say anything about it. Just like if you happen to wet the bed one night, that's how I'm gonna treat it. I'm just gonna treat it like it's bedwetting. You have to be nice. People wet the bed. But I knew people who did. We're not proud. I mean, I used to, but I was a kid then. Not now. I'm not proud of my verbal tangent anymore, Ira. This has gone on far too long, and I've said way too many dumb things. Why haven't you stopped me? So please tell me to shut up sometimes. Just cut me off, Ira. Ira, I don't want to tell you any more about my childhood bedwetting habits. I mean, it was nasty. We didn't actually have beds because we were goblins and in like a tribe, and it was like a communal sort of tribe because most of our numbers got pared down when I was little, so we were mostly just wandering and making little camps until we settled. So we didn't have like beds, we mostly just laid in the dirt, so it means we had dirty clothes unless we washed them, but it was a big wedding. It's so inconvenient.
Ira's just gonna like take her hand out and just put it on top of Robin's head.
Okay, thanks, Ira. Oh no, shit, my mouth was still working. I'm not using my head to talk to you, Ira. I'm using my mouth. I never use my head to talk to you, Ira.
Let's go find the others.
Okay. Don't tap on my bed when I was a kid. Or do, I don't care. Everyone works for bed when they probably did. I guess it's just like a goblin thing and only goblins do it. Do other races wet beds, Ira?
I don't know.
Do humans? I mean, okay, no, I shouldn't ask you that, because that's basically just asking if you did, and that's way too personal.
I didn't sleep in a bed.
Every little new thing I learn about your history, your backstory, your tragic story, it concerns me more and more, Ira. Because you don't have a tragic backstory, are you really a person? Probably. You're probably a happier one. And you're probably more well-adjusted if you don't have a tragic backstory, but it's okay, we can be tragic bitches together. Not that I'm calling you a bitch. Not a bitch. But I don't know. I like you anyway. Even I fuck.
Robin.
You if you did.
Robin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Sorry I called you a bitch.
So
We're gonna go find the others.
Alright, you head back to the inn.
But before they get to the end, there's something I want to do. But 1 second, I have to use the restroom really bad.
Alright, go ahead.
Muggs is out here exercising for fun and fitness.
Mare
For
is
fun and profit.
asleep and snoring.
Muggs is making gains. Her quads are legendary. Her calves, godlike.
She never misses leg day.
She never misses leg day. Her legs are so short, she has to work them out extra to compensate.
God, I just imagine those really like jacked up thighs and like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, her VMO is like, her definition is so fucking good.
I think you're making up words at this point.
Her vastus medialis oblique. I'm sorry, do you want to tell the personal trainer that she's making up words about musculature?
You're a personal trainer?
but,
I'm a
like,
personal trainer, fuck off.
That's terrifying.
I mean, fuck off in a very friendly way. It's
I
like,
know.
Yeah, I am. So
But exercising's... ugh.
I also hate exercising, but Muggs is like my idealized version of exercise self.
Gotta be fit.
Wait. You're a personal trainer and you hate exercising?
I'm a personal trainer, I'm a dancer, and I just fucking despise exercising. Like,
Okay. Dance doesn't count.
No,
because-
dance fucking counts. I don't give a
Okay,
shit.
counts as exercise, but for some reason my mental doesn't apply to ballet, mixed martial arts, soft. Any other sport I despise. Don't
Yeah,
know why.
like, dance is the best way I can exercise. So
I took
without
a
like
few
suffering, and I
classes on typo
need-
and
Also, like,
exercise.
everything hurts after. Like, there's no, like, thinking about, like, don't forget to do the thing. Everything's just gonna hurt. Like, it just be like that.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
After Muggs leaves, Pyra is also going to tap herself and give herself gift of alacrity. And then she is going to use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Sending.
Alright.
And what it basically says is, hey there, 20. It's been a while since I've heard from you. I miss you. Are you okay? Where are you?
One second.
Yeah.
You send your sending, and usually when you send a sending, you can feel it catch to something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel it catch to anything.
She immediately starts panicking. Also, because I cast a divination spell, sending is... Oh no, fuck, it's not. Oh, it's evocation, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'll cast it anyway, though. Yeah. Okay. Touting frog. Worried about my twin. Yeah, she has a mini freak out, but like a composed mini freak out, like an internal freak out. While Muggs is gone, she's just staring at the ceiling, wondering what this could possibly mean, and just all the worst scenarios are running through her head. Like maybe they're stuck in an astral dreadnought. Maybe they're in the Feywild. Maybe, it just
You would
everything
know
but
though
good.
with sending, you can send it through other planes, however there is a roll to it. This just ends. Like there was nothing to click to. Which is very strange.
Breathes heavily.
I'm not that cruel. That's the one thing you can say, they're not.
Yeah,
That's a mystery.
that's all
I
she
have my
did.
reasons. But yes, that is what you glean from your sending. Jamie.
Pouting frog.
Oof. Iris has packed up her things. James and Valorous have made you all breakfast. Once again, it's a little bit of cheeses. They have some salted meats. They have some other soft grains that they kind of have poured with water and some berries and such, kind of to make a little bit of a gruel, but it's a tasty one. You guys are free to eat there. James seems adamant on, if you guys mention that you are leaving, he's adamant on feeding you guys as well as he can.
Hey!
Is bacon provided?
No, it would not. It's a little too rich for their taste.
Oh, that's fair.
The alcohol can be if you want some, but he probably won't make the dragon's breath again.
No alcohol. At least not for Pyra.
Yeah, there is water and juice provided if you would like it, though, as well.
Muggs, once she gets back from her run, strongly considers drinking some more, but ultimately decides not to, and I rolled for it.
Yeah, when Pyra sees Muggs giving like that look of consideration, she just stares at her really hard.
Fine. No. I won't.
That's
Fine.
a wise decision.
Gonna drink plenty in hupperdook.
What's a hupperdook?
Oh my god. First of all,
Should probably let them know what's going on.
look. So there's this town called Hupperdook, and it is super industrial. They do a lot of work all the time, and then at night they just party, and it's lit.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it probably sounds terrible to you, but it sounds like the best thing in the world to me because I hear they have fantastic booze.
What? Okay.
Look, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Go in. I have to go in, Ira. We can wait outside and play ice. We can play a hand game. I can teach you a hand game.
You can just come in just to see it, like just to see what it's like, you know?
I can't see.
Fuck. To hear it, to hear what it's like.
You can smell it.
You could smell what it's like.
Now Ira's doing the stare thing at you.
Feel what it's like. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. That shit bothers me. You know it bothers me.
That's why she's doing it.
Fuck.
Calm down.
I'm on my
Iris
runner's
just
high. I can't calm
slightly
down.
shakes.
I have endorphins going right now, my dude.
See,
Why are we
Sarah does nothing, Ira. It doesn't even follow it up with any actions. She just does it. Ira, you just do it. It's fine. It's like having a very judgmental ornament or something. It's nothing. Follow it up with a hit or something. At least whap someone in the back of the head if you're gonna steer, Ira.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Sometimes
Yo-
no action
yo-
is the scariest action, though.
You're just all withering glares and no bite. All creepy stares and no bite. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Hold on.
pretty effective on me.
Hold on.
Yeah, but you're a wimp.
Bro, I ran from a Rakshasa. Like, it was going to kill me. And then I turned around and I caught it. Is that wimpy?
You all did the same thing. We all kicked its ass.
Right, but like, it was on my heels. I was going to die.
And you survived.
I got my ass beat. I got stabbed. Which, no hard feelings again about that, by the way. I'm just pointing out.
Okay, fine. You can be a little cool as a treat.
A little cool.
A little cool as a treat.
I feel like I've just been granted like permission by the king to do something. That feels very monumentous.
You're welcome. Bow. Bow to my whims and submit to my authority as king.
Iris will indulge you in this. She kind of like gets up a little bit and does a flourish with her hand and says, "My liege."
Muggs will salute very formally.
That is so cool. I feel so powerful.
I feel like we shouldn't
Ira,
feel this. We need to stop.
Ira is going to very discreetly cast Gust so it just sort of blows her hair like entirely into her face.
Hey. To her face? To her face or dramatically in the background? Didn't hear you.
Huh?
Didn't hear what you said. Is it in her face or is it dramatically flowing in the wind?
No,
Wow.
in her face. All in her face.
She's just gonna sputter on her hair and flail a bit.
Iris kind of laughs.
Ira. You,
And
Ira.
Ira's just like very nonchalantly like sipping tea or something.
Have you ever tried to braid it?
Fuck you, Ira. Ira, I'm gonna murder you to death. Ira, next. I'm gonna feed you to a dragon.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna let it eat you. I'm gonna serve you on a kebab. It's gonna be like in a word. Couture. Not couture, that's clothes.
So where are we going?
Hupperdook.
Why?
To deliver a letter for these fine gentlemen, but also because I wanna.
Seems as good a reason as any.
Iris kind of like looks up, and at the edge of the room, James has come back with a letter, and Iris stands up and takes it from him, and he gives her a grateful nod and looks at the rest of you and says, "Really appreciate you delivering this for us. It would take a long time by messenger, I suppose. And I trust that you'll get there safely, so I would rather send you than one single person."
And you're all going?
Iris
Yeah.
hesitates and shakes her head.
Iris is going not with us, but the rest of us, yeah.
It's a shame because I really like Siren.
I'll come with you a little of the way, like half an hour out of the city, but I really have to go the other way. I really wish I didn't have to.
Alright. We're not staying in Hupperdook long, are we?
Oh, no, I think this is more of just a brief excursion, see the sights, have a party, leave the next day. Sort of.
Letter. I think Muggs wants to get wasted.
I'm gonna get so wasted.
This all sound like Ira's favorite things to do. All Ira's favorite things to do. She loves sightseeing.
Fuck.
Clearly.
She loves parties.
It'll be a quick trip, I promise. And then we can go, like, wherever you want to go. I don't know where you want to go. Do you have, like, a place you're going?
Robin glances sidelong at Ira. Like an expression. Afflicted, sort of,
I can handle going for a day.
Hell yeah. Muggs tries to go for a high five and then remembers that Ira can't see and then just very awkwardly retracts her hand.
Robin cackles.
That was really embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
I'm just gonna whisper to Ira exactly what happened.
Fuck.
She deserves to know.
Your embarrassing's the one.
She
Ira
just
gives,
gets up on
like-
her tiptoes and whispers what happened.
Ira gives like the Vegas of like snorts.
It
Can't
was
touch a
amazing.
bread.
That might be like first time Ira has laughed in a campaign.
By the way, Iris is handing over the letter to, whoever wants to take it, I suppose.
Muggs will guard it with her life.
Sure.
Not
And
it.
as she does so, she kind of, like, glances at, Pyra and just kind of cocks her head a little bit. And then we'll sit back down.
Pyra quirks her eyebrow up at Iris when he does that.
She doesn't really say anything.
Well, let's go then.
You have all your stuff, right?
Right now? Robin's just looking at the food. Stood out for breakfast.
Finish your breakfast.
Looks so mournful at it.
Eat faster.
And
You
take
don't want
some
to tell
for
me
the
to do
road. And James kind of pops back in. He has a sack full of a couple things of bread. Not much. It looks like he's even grabbed a couple water skins for you as well. And plops
will
it down
die
on the
for you.
table. Iris's friends are friends of ours.
Robin stands up and announces, "I will die for you." Super
Please
serious.
don't. It sounds like you almost did before, and I would not enjoy that.
It happens
Adventurers are
sometimes.
better off alive anyways, and I'm sure you have something to live for.
I will die for you. In if worse comes to worse.
If worse comes to worse, I can handle myself, little one.
But like, if you die, it'll be for him.
Yeah, even if it's like unrelated, just say that it was for him.
It's like like you're dying in honor of him. Like it's an important. It's a gesture.
Like imagine it's sort of like when you gift something that someone gives you. I think I don't know. I've never had a gift, so I don't know the rules about it. I assume that's the same thing.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, and, enjoy yourselves, and don't get too rowdy there, it can happen. Let Loretta know how much we care for her, how much we miss her, and tell her to visit. That would be wonderful.
Could Loretta like theoretically kick her ass?
Oh yes, most definitely. And she might. Just be careful not to step on her toes or break her equipment.
Robin leans
Good to
close
know.
to Max and whispers really loudly. Who's Loretta? Whispers really loudly to Max. Who's Loretta? As if she should know.
Who's Loretta, is what you said?
It's the we're delivering the letter.
Yes, that is the woman. She is a cleric of Palo. An older gnomish woman. She followed me and my husband for several years. On the road, we were adventurers together.
Sounds awesome. Love
It
adventuring.
was quite a
Okay.
time, but we are far too old for it now.
Are you finished eating?
Oh, I haven't even started. And then she starts cramming it and
Whoever is finished eating, he takes your guys' plates, and says a couple words to Iris, mostly in thanks, and she nods and gives him a slight smile, and he just disappears back into the kitchen area. You are free to eat your breakfast at your leisure. He does not probably come out when you guys are off to leave. You haven't seen Valorous either. You assume either he is still in the house somewhere or he's out for the day or something. You're not sure.
As they're eating, Pyrus carefully studying like a map, from point A to point B, like from where they are to Hubbard, just to make sure like they don't get lost along the way or whatever.
With your map, you would be able to figure out that it's about 250 miles to get to Hubbard.
Okay, how many days about is that?
That'd be about a week.
Okay.
That would be travel probably by horseback. You're not exactly sure, transportation-wise, what you would do for that.
Can we see the wall mount map?
Yes, you can. Hold on a moment.
It's quite north.
Yep.
Yeah.
This map makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I know, I'm glad that it exists, because, yeah, hupperdook is way over here.
Hupperdook.
Hupperdook.
Up the gravelway path.
Yep. You would go through the Felderwind tillage, and up that way.
Okay.
Basically, the Felderwind tillage is just a bunch of farmland. Some of you may have passed through that way just to get to Felderwind.
I think one, if Pyrus has the map out and is looking through it and is telling people about how far it is, I was just gonna. Is it near any major cities? Is it near Zadash or
between?
Lexington?
Oh no. Zadash is to the west, and then from there, Rexington is a lot farther to the northwest.
And Allfield is at the very bottom. It's not a huge place, but...
Yeah, no, there's no cities between here and Hupperdook unless we wanted to stop in Blade Garden. You're not going there.
Well, you do not want to stop in Blade Garden, let me tell you.
It's a bit too close to Jorhas as well.
Last time I was in Blade Garden, let me tell you, that... Nope, it was not a good time.
We can go there then.
To Blade Garden?
No, Hupperdook.
Thank God, okay.
What is in Blade Garden?
Lots of fucking soldiers.
Oh, we're not going there.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Authority.
Iris looks equally as disgusted.
and I don't know if destination goals or not, but yeah, I originally I was headed on my way to the Menagerie Coast to check in on something in Nicodranas. And I mean, unless something comes up after Hupperdook, maybe we could head that way.
Yeah, I'm down for that, for sure.
Well, if you stop at Port Damali at any time, I'd be willing to travel with you.
Port Damali is really...
It is farther.
Quite far.
Where is Port Damali?
Port Damali
West,
is...
right?
It is
Far
west, yeah.
Yeah, Pyra will drag her finger from where they are. Well, she'll...
It's by the Wooloon Gorge.
Yeah, Pyra will give an approximate guesstimation of the distance. Well, not guesstimation, because she has
The distance would be about... oh boy, I had this...
It's okay, you don't have to give it to us.
No, it's all good. I have it at about... Let's see. There's... Let's say that would be about 600 miles-ish? I think. I'll do a better measurement on my, my actual, map. My physical one that I have.
Ooh.
Yeah, it comes with the campaign guide.
Oh.
I just have it on my wall and it's hard to access at the moment.
Yeah. The easiest way from Nicodranas to Port Damali, at least how I've gone, is by the sea. I have no idea how to go by land. That seems
We'd
just
be
like
going
drawing a
through-
mental map in her head.
We'd be going along the coast for a very long.
It's a very pretty coast.
Iris just nods quickly.
I've never seen the coast.
Neither have I.
It's beautiful.
Fuck.
Ira, I feel like you'd like it.
Why?
It's just nature, and people can't build things on it easily because it's just water, and the tides don't like buildings near it, so it just destroys everything. Also, the weather gets really bad sometimes, and buildings just go poof, and yeah, it's a thing.
Sounds
Maybe.
very frightening.
It's warm. Okay. Frightening, it definitely can be. The ocean is not kind. But
Water in general is just like, what the fuck, man? You know?
It's
I don't know how
a
to swim.
miracle of nature.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we can get there when we get there.
Yes.
Hupperdook first.
Hupperdook
Hupperdook.
first.
Yeah, Hupperdook first.
and south. North and south.
Unless something comes up.
We are efficient as hell.
Yeah. Hupperdook was closer than Nicodranus, so, like, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
This will be fun.
Let's go.
Just enjoy the sights. But yeah, you can make your way out of town if you'd like.
Hey guys, maybe we should try and find you guys some horses because I'm covered personally.
I
What?
like horses.
Yeah, if you are looking for steeds, Iris will let you know that there is a bestiary here. Navarus bestiary.
Oh, I don't like horses.
I would rather walk.
You sure? Okay. What about you guys?
Horses are really big.
Horses are really big.
I'm very short.
You are.
I'm actually quite tall, but by your standards, I'm very short. And horses are very big.
That's
I don't.
Sarah? Sarah?
What?
Sarah? Ride on your back.
What was that?
Ride on your back, Ira. Like,
I'm actually checking right now to see if I can turn into a horse.
You should be able to. I think you can even turn into a warhorse.
oh my god.
God.
I'm checking.
Because I think there's CR2.
I can turn into a draft horse. I can turn into a seahorse. I can turn into a riding horse. I can turn into what the fuck is a Paracelsus?
Zuh?
Is it a dinosaur?
I
Question
don't
mark?
know. It just says Paracelsus, Philippus, Aerialus, Theophrastus,
Paracelsus.
Bombastus, von Hon.
No, Paracelsus. That's my that's a Tressum. That's my familiar. I
Oh.
re-uploaded. I recreated it so that way I can put custom art there.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I can turn into that.
No, it's a Tressum. You can't turn into it. It's not a.
With that attitude.
No, it's a monstrosity. I think.
According to the wild shape rules, I can turn into it.
Yeah. They can be messed
though
up. with
consider-
it.
Though considering this is my wild shapes are limited to animals that I have seen or experienced before, it's Ira she could probably turn into a riding horse.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably even would have seen draft horses since they used them a bit in Felderwin. Mostly for plowing and such. They're very large horses.
I'm imagining since
Or-
she can't actually save probably
Yeah.
like animals that she's actually like been around. and-
Yeah, like you've touched and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can tell they have some big animals that stomp around a lot, but you don't know what they are. You haven't bothered to.
Yeah, she probably has more experience around riding horses.
True. Man, that sight thing is really gonna catch me off guard every freaking time.
It is, and it's fun. I like making things slightly difficult.
It is great, and I'm glad that she is like she is. Not because of the circumstances, however, she's a very interesting character, so.
Thank you.
I love all your guys' characters. Anyways. Yeah, you have a limit, however, on how long you can wild shape, so you will get exhausted a little bit, probably.
I can do it twice, and I can do it for 3 hours each time. So I can do.
Yeah.
I can be a horse for 6 hours at a time,
Yeah.
which is like riding a horse.
Which is
typically
pretty
like,
much about how long your mounts would probably last. 6 to 8 hours of travel a day.
Mhm. And
But, yeah.
if she needs to, she will climb on the back with somebody else. But
Mm-hmm.
I would rather be my own goddamn horse.
You're a strong, independent horse, damn it.
We walk in.
What's hilarious?
And
What's hilarious is that Robin wasn't actually even asking Ira to shapeshift. She literally meant like a piggyback ride.
Oh yeah, sure.
I do like the idea of not walking to Hupperdook. I've mostly walked since, like, the Empire. It's a lot of walking.
Yeah,
Why
let's
do you
get
have-
you. Let's get
Do you have an issue with walking?
No, but
Sure takes a
Yeah.
while.
it does take a while.
Everyone else is going to be riding or being a horse. I will tolerate.
I mean, you
A
can always
horse.
ride my horse.
Could I?
Yeah, well, it's not a horse. It's like more like a bird, but yeah. You can...
I would love. That would be great.
So, you love
Bestiary.
Alright. You were able to make your way to Novaris Bestiary. I'll write it out too, just in case you guys are curious. Is that right? Yes, it is. That is also not how I spell bestiary. What the heck? But there is a bronze-scaled dragonborn woman, actually, that is running this place. There is a select... This seems less like it's made for just horses and more just livestock. However, as you approach, you notice that there is a total of 2 horses, actually. Just 2, that are hooked up, that seem to be part of the ones for sale. If you ask her about the horses, unless you want to roleplay it, that she kind of values her animals, and she says that they are worth... Where did I put what she wants them for? She's willing to sell them for 100 gold each. Because she values them.
Fair.
Can I afford that, or...
Let's see here. Oh yeah, I was gonna look over here. 'Cause Iris might be able to help. She doesn't have very much gold, never mind. That is the amount of gold she's asking. You can try and haggle if you'd like.
I would be up to try to haggling, just kind of like, come on.
Just come on.
Come
Come on.
Come on, give
Come
us a
on.
deal. I can't be walking here.
I don't know what that was doing.
Well, who wants to helm the persuasion, I suppose?
Woman has really high charisma, but she's not even gonna try to help.
YOLO.
How would you
I
like to
can help
persuade
you.
them?
I have.
It's so funny to watch.
Decent charisma.
Yeah. What's your persuasion? Because Pyra can help.
Persuasion
5.
+4.
It's +5, and her performance is +7.
Yeah, Pyra's is also +5. What?
I mean, if two of you want to tag team it, go ahead. However, I want to know how you're gonna convince this person who loves their horses very much to sell them for less.
Well, Pyra will just say sentimental be like, sentimental reasons aside, the realistic value of these horses is like 50, maybe 60 gold if they're really good horses. What if we gave you 80? That's more than enough. It's less than what you're asking for, but it's more than what they're worth.
This gold, are they gold? No, they're bronze. This bronze dragon scaled woman kind of looks you up and down and narrows her eyes, and she says, "Riding horses are usually worth at least 75 gold.
Is that correct,
Each."
DM?
Huh?
Is that correct in the DMG?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A riding horse is worth 75 gold. She was selling them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, then retcon that. Then okay, so she'll say, okay, how about 90 gold? These are, they're 75. They look like good horses, but even really good draft horses go for like maybe 80, maybe 83, 84 tops. Maybe, but how about we give you 90? It's a little more than what the average market price, and you walk away with a little bit off top to raise the next generation of horses.
Roll a persuasion check. She's not really buying it, but roll.
Huh?
Go for it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Don't fucking.
Iris will chip in. I'll add 25 gold to that as well.
Oh, but that's overpaying then. I got a 19 plus 5, so 24.
Well, the thing is, though, you said 90 for each. There's 75 each.
Oh no, did we want 2? Did somebody else want one?
Or unless you just wanted one.
I think we just
I was
wanted
going
one,
to try
right?
to get one as well and not have to.
Yeah, because I don't need one is the thing. I was just waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait, hold on. Are you guys only getting one horse?
Yeah, because Pyra doesn't need a horse because she can summon one. Mug's is small enough to share a horse.
Yep.
You can be a horse.
Iris is not coming with you, so she doesn't need a mount.
Yeah, unless you speak up, Pyra isn't going to ask for one mount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you roll?
19 plus 5, so 24.
She scratches her gold chin, or her bronze chin, and with her claws, and taps it a little bit, and just looks at her horses, and she shares a moment with them, and then she nods and she says, "Alright, 90 it is. You can choose which one you would like." And she will gesture for you to choose the horse you would like to take. One of them is kind of like a palomino color, kind of like a blonde mane, and the other one is like a black and white kind of standard looking horse. Very pretty though. Brown eyes.
Black and white one, and I'll give the woman 90 gold.
Excellent. She seems pleased with that. She says, "He will treat you well." And she pockets the gold.
What's his name, by the way?
Very important.
She pauses and thinks about it. I never did give him one.
Okay, out of character. These are important to her name, though. Wow.
Wow, the name of the horse.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just named them horse.
Oh no, that's fair. Well,
What's the horse's name?
I guess you can name him then.
Oh
man.
wow, I'm not good at naming
Yeah.
things.
Let's go Apocalypse.
Paco.
That's an option.
You
Yeah,
could name him
Apocalypse.
Paco as a different name as well.
Turn
I find it incredibly presumptuous to name an animal.
Yeah, we could always ask his name. Can someone ask his name, or because I don't speak with animals?
I guess I can do that. Talk to Anne.
You don't have to. It's just a thing. Maybe in the future or something.
Yeah.
I can. It's a spell I can cast on myself to talk with animals.
Okay, I mean, if you're sure you want to use up some of your juju right now, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. The horse might have some tea to spill.
That's true.
And cast with animals. It's a ritual, I think.
You can ritual cast, or I think you can automatically cast, I believe.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you want to
can
use a
ritual
spell
cast
slot.
Yeah, you can ritual cast it. That's right. And also, while she's ritual casting, Pyro takes the opportunity to ritual cast and summon one of these outside of the bestiary. I'm just saying it has the same stats as a riding horse. It just looks cool for flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bird, though. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Bird mount.
It's
I love birds.
Mm-hmm.
To talk to a horse. But can I tell if this is a boy horse or a girl horse?
The horse that Meyer got, is a boy. The bestiary lady, mentioned so. My goodness.
Okay.
Mine is shutting down, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, you were able to get your horse, you are set up with tack complimentary this time, mostly because I really don't want to make you pay for any more shit. And you were able to go on your way if you would like to. If there's anything else you would like to do while you are
Just
in
chat with the
Florida.
horse.
If we're going, then Iris turned it into a horse. And I just looked up pictures of horses without eyes, and let me tell you, it's the sight.
Yeah, so that's a ritual spell that Pyra used. It lasts for an hour, and at the top of 10 minutes left of every hour, she'll ritual cast it again while riding.
Gotcha. That sounds just fine. Iris does accompany you guys to basically the edge of town, maybe a little bit farther. And once you're kind of out of view of the town necessarily, you watch her, oh, horsey. That's not as traumatic as I thought it would be, thank God.
I wouldn't have posted if it was.
I would have been so sad. But Iris, you watch her unclasp that kind of gold-looking pin from her cloak, and she kind of wraps the cloak around her hips a little bit. Or actually, no, she'll tie it around her chest and over her shoulders and such, and just tie it there instead of with the pin, and kind of making it like a scarf almost. And then she takes the pin and whispers a command word to it in a language that, probably Pyra's the only one that understands. It's, Sylvan for awaken. And this gold pin shifts in her hand, and she holds it out. And a wyvern appears. It is gold and shining, and it would be beautiful if it didn't have some pretty nasty-looking scars across its throat and on its chest and such. But otherwise, it is quite a magnificent-looking creature, and it kind of hisses as it comes out. And Iris has stood away from you guys to do this, like, probably 100 yards or so. And just motions to it, and she says, "This is what I meant by fly."
Huh, nice. Well, that's neat. You don't see that every day.
She's actually a creature, but there was an enchantment I had done that, well, technically not me, but an enchantment to make her easily accessible.
Huh.
She can die, so I tend to keep her close. But yeah, I guess this is where we part our ways. And the wyvern just kind of hisses a little bit, and its kind of strange stinger-like tail wags behind it, like it's a little antsy to get going.
Huh.
And she produces from her bag, she pulls out, from her bag of infinite things, basically, she pulls out a strange green saddle-looking thing. It's, like, got leather in the top, and the rest of it's, like, green. And she kind of clambers up onto this wyvern, and the wyvern doesn't seem to enjoy that very much. It kind of stomps around a little bit, but she manages to get the harness and saddle on it. And from there, kind of like viney growths wrap around part of the mouth as like a bridle.
That's cool.
Well, if you ever need me, you can send the sending paper. I'll be in the air for, well, I guess probably 10 hours today for travel. Maybe don't send it then, or it might get lost in the wind. Best shot is to catch me at dusk.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
See you at some point.
Yeah, stay safe, I guess.
Yep.
You
Die,
too.
I'll fucking kill you.
You have to resurrect me first.
Please don't.
Bad attitude.
And all of you take care, alright? It was very nice meeting you, and I would like to meet you again in the future.
Same.
Drop by sometime, or at least let me know what you're up to every once in a while. That would be nice.
If any of us die, you have to come to our funeral.
I will do more than that. But thank
What
you.
what more could you possibly do?
She just shrugs.
I want to know what else you'd do if one of us died.
I mean,
Find
one
out.
of it would be cry, but,
Let's find out. Let's kill Pyro.
how about no?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Have fun in Port Damali.
And you guys enjoy hupperdook. I will deliver, and she pulls out from her breast pocket, your letter, Mare.
Thumbs up.
I will deliver this for you, and I guess I can let you know how it goes, actually. I do have one sending paper left.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Take care. If you come visit me, I will make sure you have the... what would you say? The grand tour. There we go. Enjoy yourselves. and she is going to adjust herself in the saddle, and without even really meaning to, she has urged it forward, and the wyvern takes to the sky and is gone in almost an instant. It can move about 90 feet in 6 seconds. It is a fast bird.
Fast
Zoom.
boy.
Oh, we should have ridden on the worm. Flying worm. It's been so much cooler.
Very cool.
And I think...
Irish is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just say, Iroh horse is just gonna start walking.
And I think
North
with
we go.
that, we're gonna end today's session, because it is exactly 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Thank you so much for
did it!
We survived.
This was so fun.
Bye.
Alright, I'm gonna stop.